let it out. Get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out.
Let's get it.
Let it out, get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Let it out, get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Done, get it right in the fields, let it out. Get it done, get it right in the fields, let it out.
Welcome back to Redondo Sports. I'm Kevin Mystery.
With Edward Rientasso.
We are hyped to bring you some high school football action. We got the Redondo Union Seahawks taking on the North Torrance Saxons. It's going to be an absolute thriller of the game, with the Saxons having beaten the Seahawks last year when they played. Seahawks coming off a close loss to a very good Torrance team. They're looking for revenge.
Yeah, that's correct. Last week they lost 34-24, but one of the important factors of the game, they lost their quarterback, Cole Leinert, who took a hit near the end of the game. Unfortunately, he is out. Brady Gruhl will start tonight for the Seahawks. Also, there are also other key players that are out tonight. We know Adrian Ortiz is out, and Westbrook is out.
Yeah, so that's huge, too. On the defensive side, Westbrook is out. He's been one of the Seahawks' best cornerbacks as the Seahawks run out on the field. Absolutely hyped here on the away bleachers as we get ready to bring you some Seahawks football action. So no run out yet for the Saxons, but the Seahawks are all prepped, and we got about 5 minutes to go here until this game starts. But yeah, as I was saying, the Seahawks are going to have to really play through some adversity here with some key injuries. They do have some transfers who made their debuts for the Seahawks last week, however, and they have some people who are coming back from injuries. How big of a role do you see guys like Bo Osmus playing on this game, Edward?
We got to see him for the first time this season last week. Didn't play much, limited playing time, still trying to get him back in rotation, but I believe tonight would be a good opportunity for him to get some more snaps, to get back into that offense and get the rhythm going that made him a great player last year, the leading scorer in its Seahawk offense.
Absolutely, yeah. He was an absolutely key player as a junior last year. Now as a senior, he's looking to get back right where he left off last year. He had a huge run yesterday on his, or last week, I should say, on his first play. Let's see if they can get that explosiveness back.
And then last season against this same Saxon team, he had 5 catches for 75 yards. So they really do need him to step up here tonight if there's any opportunity for him to play in this rhythm offense.
29. Cash Leonard. 33. Andre. Adira. Demoy.
So the Saxons get ready for their run out. Seahawks completely prepped right now. This will be an absolutely great game. Seahawks had a 2-game win streak. They ended up falling to the 5-0 Torrance Tartars, but they still look good in that game. Had a lot of positives, specifically Harper, receiver who transferred from Loyola. He had 2 touchdowns, I believe, right, Edward?
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns last week. He had 5 catches for 122 yards. He was the leading receiver for the Seahawks last Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, he is a threat vertically on that deep ball. He's got just pure speed. He'll blaze right by the strong side safety, and he'll just get you a huge play when you need it most. But something to keep an eye on is if the Seahawks allow their sophomore quarterback, who's in for Cole Leinart because of an injury, something to watch out for is if they will let him air the ball out. Let's see if we see Coach Keith Ellison opting for some deep balls, or if the Seahawks offense entirely will play more conservatively.
Well, we've seen Brady grow a couple times this season, but only in relief situations. So this will be the first time he'll get to start this season. If, as you mentioned, if you're Coach Ellison, I would say let him throw the ball out there, give him some confidence, let him run the offense. He's had a full week of practice. I would say the key thing for him tonight is to get confidence and to just throw the ball.
Yeah, I completely agree. And on this Saxons team, what can you tell me about their offense?
Well, last week they had a tough game against the Vikings, and they lost 21-13. And basically 13 points is the lowest points they've scored this season. They scored 12 points a couple of weeks ago back in week 3, and that was that close loss against Centennial. So for the second time, they scored less than 20 points. They're going to have to put up scores if they want to beat Redondo here tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be something they aim to do. They're going to look to really try to make this a shootout. They have an offense that can put up points as they walked out. Got a few minutes until this game starts as North Torrance is ready. Let's take a look at the captains.
Kicking off this evening, Redondo Union. Number 13, Parker Blevins. Number 2, Cole Matele Juarez. Number 6, Jason Lewis.
We'll take a look at the starters as well, as we're a few seconds away from kickoff.
Dakota Trailer. Everybody on your feet for the opening kickoff.
Blevins back from injury. We'll kick this one off for the Seahawks. Heavy wind here, and that ball goes flying into the end zone as the Seahawk is already toppled. Look for a physical game here, Edward.
Yeah, for Redondo, the first thing they need to do, their defense has to step up. They cannot allow more points like they did last week against Torrance. They're going to have to get off the field first. They're going to have to establish their dominance in this game if they want to win tonight.
Yeah, Seahawks will look to establish the line of scrimmage. That's going to be an absolute key for them. They're going to have to win at the line of scrimmage, meaning that they're not giving up too much of the run game. If they can force the Saxons to pass the ball, that will allow them to have a positive game plan and implement their game. Dropping back to pass. Handoff goes to number 7.
Number 7 with the ball.
Jaden Andrade does not have much there, and that will lead to 2nd and 10.
And last week he was a leading rusher against Santa Monica, 12 rushes for 57 yards. Look for the Saxons to get more involved in this offense tonight.
Yeah, he can be a factor, but the Seahawks so far doing exactly what I mentioned that they're going to need to do, which is stopping that run. You see them shift the defensive line, Seahawks are going to look to change up the look. Number 9 there at the bottom of your screen, Brock Herrera, the edge rusher, will look to get to the quarterback. Another handoff goes. This one still for not much here. That was Andrade again, and that will bring up 3rd and long. Seahawks doing exactly what they scripted to do, and they're looking to get their offense the ball quickly with the 3 and out, which could happen right here on this play.
Yeah, Seahawks need to come out with more pressure. I would say this would be the perfect opportunity to come with a blitz. Also, Brock Herrera is there, and this would be a good time for him to get sacks here tonight.
Horta at the bottom of your screen. Looks like he's in one-on-one man coverage. Seahawks showing blitz here. See if they drop out of it, but it looks like one-on-one man coverage. Seahawks do blitz. Looking to get back to Edwards. Pass goes well, incomplete. Excellently run. Blitz there by the Seahawks. One-on-one man coverage holds. They pressure the quarterback, and that will be a 3 and out.
Yeah, you got to credit Lincoln Esparza for the Seahawks, and then number 24, Tyler Sellis, with the pressure. Edwards had no choice but to throw it away. Luckily, it wasn't a pick, but again, a very quick victory by Redondo. They're going to get off the field, and we'll get to see this offense.
Yeah, as we see the replay there, that was just an excellent play call by Coach Ellison. He got to the quarterback, and that is him establishing his game early on. Punt is low, the snap is low, but the punt still gets off. Hits number 17 of the Saxons on the bounce, and that will be good field position for the Seahawks. They'll mark the ball down at the 44, so the Seahawks will take over then. Let's see what the Seahawks offense can do, missing some key playmakers.
Well, now we get the opportunity to see Brady Grow run his offense. Best time for him, pass the ball, give him opportunity to throw down the field, give him the confidence he needs to run his offense. Getting his confidence right away would be a very, very factor here in this game tonight for the Seahawks.
You got number 7, Bo Osmus, is in the running back position as Grow lines up in the shotgun. The handoff will go to Osmus, and Osmus, cutting through, will dive forwards for about 4 there. Productive pickup for the Seahawks on first down, and they stare 2nd and about 7.
It was great to see him last Friday carry the ball. He did have a fumble in the second quarter of last Friday's game, showing tonight on that first play why he was the best scorer on the offense last season.
He'll be in that running back position again, but don't be surprised if you see him at wide receiver later this game. For now, it'll be Grow from the shotgun. Let's see if we see a pass here. No, you'll hand it off to Osmus once again. Osmus has a burst of speed. Osmus will take this all the way for an early Seahawks touchdown.
And with all the injuries on the Seahawks offense, a very good medicine for them here tonight on one play.
Bo is back. Huge play there for the Seahawks.
That was something that they really needed there.
As we see that replay, just a huge hole opened up for Osmus, and he wasted no time. He's got pure speed there, hitting that hole. If you saw that run, you would not be able to tell that he came back from a lower body injury. As another person who's back from an injury, Blevins, will take this extra point. He nails it. As we take another look at that Seahawks scoring drive. So Blevins will kick this one off. Seahawks had I mean, I don't think you can draw up a better start than that for the Seahawks.
No, you cannot, and very impressive. That what makes Bo Osmond a great player. He knows where the hole is, and he knows when to use his speed.
Seahawks will kick off, looking to get a defensive stop just like they did before. Let's see if we see more from the air from the Saxons this game with Ethan Edwards at quarterback. Kick goes far once more. Seahawks were kicking it pretty short every time while Blevins was away, but you can tell he's back with these 2-in-a-row touchbacks.
Well, now for the Saxons, they're a little bit shocked right now after that offensive fireworks we just saw just moments ago. They're going to have to try to see what they can do to get a drive going.
Yeah, I mean, you can practically hear the fans saying, "What just happened?" That was a very quick start to the game for the Seahawks, and before the Saxons knew it, they were off the field. Their offense was off the field. The Seahawks' offense was in the end zone. So now they're looking to get one back here. Let's see if we see them try to stretch the ball more with quick passing as Edwards take the snap. He will pass. This is a slant, and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Excellent job. It looked like Esparza, number 3, got his hands up there. That showing why he's a captain on this team. That's a great play.
Well, in any event, you need to make a big play on defense. Who are you going to call? Lincoln Esparza.
Yeah, I mean, he's an absolutely incredible athlete, but he also, one of his best traits is his mind, and that's just a heads-up veteran play to get your hands up there.
And he's
protects the slant.
And he's listed at 6'2", so his size helps on the defense when it comes to batting passes.
QB run here from Edwards. He does turn the corner there, and he gets a solid pickup. That will be enough for a first down and more.
Well, Edwards was really neutralized last Friday. He only had 9 yards rushing on just 2 carries on that first rush. It's like he may have surpassed that.
Yeah, I mean, if you are just looking at stats from previous weeks, like us commentators were, you wouldn't think that Edwards is much of a runner, but he proved us wrong right there. That is something to watch out for the rest of the game. From the shotgun, let's see if they decide to go to the running back this time. Rolling out to throw is Edwards. Edwards on the comeback route. Looks like it was completed just shy of the 50-yard line. Solid pickup there by a rolling Edwards.
Again, rolling to his left. Edwards finds an open receiver, and they get some yardage back, and I believe, it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, Hernandez there did a good job shaking open. Got 2 feet in bounds. Solid pickup, and the Saxons are looking to gain back momentum. Handoff is faked there, and pass is thrown out for a screen, but no yardage to be gained there. They were looking for number 5, Vincent Ailman, and that just did not go anywhere.
Credit Brendan Evans, number 31 for the Seahawks. He smelled that play, knew where the ball was going, and denied the screen. Sets up a quick second down, 8:46 and counting in the first quarter.
Yeah, solid read by the Seahawks there. That's one of those plays that's made both by the mental aspect of identifying the screen and the physical aspect of sprinting to make the play there. So Seahawks force a 2nd and 10 here. Seahawks showing blitz. Esparza in the gap, and they will blitz. Screen comes. Looked like it was going to have room, but number 16 there, Steven Sarabia, was met there by a solid Seahawk linebacker core that got to the play.
Yeah, one of the cons about making the blitz is you're leaving parts of the field open. North went again with the screen, and they were able to get some yardage.
Yeah, but Seahawks could have been a lot more, but the Seahawks were able to fight through the blocking on the screen and just cut it down short. That looked a lot more dangerous than it ended up being, and it brings up 3rd and about 7.
Watch out for Brock Herrera. He's right there at the front line.
Seahawks are blitzing all day. Pass is incomplete. Had a wide open receiver. He was looking for Vincent Ailman again, but this one went short of his intended receiver.
You got to credit Mikey Ricardo, number 77, and then Brock Herrera, number 9, making the pressure, forcing Edwards to throw it away. And again, another 3 and out for the Redondo defense.
Misipa Talanoa.
So, punt will come here.
Blocked.
And it is blocked there by the Seahawks and caught. Looked like it was number 74, Randy Somerville, who notably is the nose tackle for the Seahawks on the defensive line. He got his chance with the ball. Good block by the Seahawks.
Well, the first time the Saxons punted, it looks like it was a slow snap.
As we take a look at that replay, excellent job by the Seahawks to get to the ball. The Seahawks are looking fast. They're just jumping to the ball right now. The Seahawks are just one step ahead.
Yeah, the first snap was a low snap, and then this second one was like a high snap. So there may be an issue with the snapping from the Saxons special teams.
From the shotgun now. Brady Grohl will hand it off to Osmus again. Osmus, patient, looking for the hole, and he will get about 4 there.
Again, going with the run. A very good play calling by Redondo. Number 7 is your best friend on the field with all these injuries. Got to use him and move it down on this Saxons defense.
Yeah, he's been the only Seahawk to get the handoff so far. As you see on the bottom of your screen, number 12, Harper, with some confusion on the defensive side. Let's see if they will target him with a pass here or stick to the ground. Second and about 6, and we get a timeout. It looks like it was taken by the Saxons. So the Seahawks will head back to huddle. And let's see if they get creative here. They got already a 7-point cushion with 6:56 to go here in the first quarter. What would you do here, Edward?
Well, I want to go back really quick to that formation we saw before the timeout. Harper was by himself. If Grohl was able to snap that ball, there was an opportunity for him to catch that ball and nobody within yards. It would have been another quick touchdown.
Yeah, Vincent Ailman, who we've seen as a wide receiver on the Saxons offense, was in charge of guarding him, but he looked confused there. And I'm not entirely sure that he would have been ready if the Seahawks were ready, and that's likely why we saw that timeout.
Yeah, it's a very good call there to make a timeout by the Saxons coaching staff, because that would have been another disaster.
So yeah, timeout from the Saxons, and they are set to face the 2nd and 6 yards.
Also, to answer your question, I would say continue to do what you're doing, running the ball. It's working for Redondo so far. Just keep going until they stop it.
Yeah, we know Coach Keith Ellison loves that shotgun formation. That is where he'll stay all game if he gets the opportunity. And so we'll see another shotgun snap with some confusion here on the field. Number 6 is kicked off. Jason Lewis. Coach does not look happy.
He does not.
As we see the shotgun snap go to Osmus once more. Osmus trying to cut it outside. He stays on his feet before he's eventually tripped up. He's mad because he knew he had some green grass if he got past that.
Oh, you're right. He almost got across, and he's very frustrated that he was not able to do that, but he'll get another opportunity if they call the same play for him.
3rd and 7, Seahawks. It would be wrong to say that they're in cruise control as we still have 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, but the Seahawks are looking to get a lot of people who don't normally get looks the ball, as we haven't seen Zeno once. They're getting Osmus back into the game right now. Let's see if they try to get Grow into the game with the throw here. No, they will give it to Osmus once again. Osmus breaks through. Osmus running. He has some room once more. He's tackled inside the 5-yard line. Osmus showing that explosiveness, picking up right where he left off last season.
Well, that's the old saying goes, as we have a replay, if it works on one side, it can work on the other side, and we just seen that again. Again, Bo Osman is looking for the hole, and he ran through it with his speed.
Yeah, the Seahawks in the shotgun right now smelling blood. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Goes back to Osmus. Osmus trying to work through it before he's suplexed backwards. Flag is thrown on the play, as there was not a lot of space for Osmus on that last play. As we take another look at that explosive run from Osmus on the last play. Holding is called on the Seahawks, so their first and goal will be pushed outside the 10-yard line. That's a penalty that the Seahawks will likely want back.
Well, as we saw last Friday at home, the Seahawks were struggling with penalties. Every time a penalty was called, they were not able to overcome it. Now the first test, see if they can overcome this penalty early in the game.
Yeah, you see Zeno in at the running back position. I expect that they will give him the handoff. And that is correct. Zeno getting wrestled down in there. And I want to take a moment, little details that a lot of people might not notice, but it's very important to the game. And I'll tell you the defensive lineman notice. Watch as Brady Grow gives a lot of these handoffs. He's dropping back like he's going to pass. That just like confuses the defensive line and gives them a split second where they take their eyes off the ball carrier. And so that's a little nuance that Brady Grow is doing very well. It seemed like it definitely helped to spring Bo Osmus, and it looked like it helped there for Zeno as we see a 2nd and 10 here. Grow will run this one. Grow is wrapped up with a minimal gain. 3rd and about 8 here. 3rd and goal.
Well, Grow called his own number, decided to run it himself. Got a little bit of a short gainage, but helped set up this 3rd down, which I would call a passing play for an opportunity to get more points.
Yeah, Osmus is in at the running back position. I see him as a passing back. He's got the top speed. Zeno is an excellent power back as he leads the Seahawks in touchdowns, but that is going to be a slight indicator that the Seahawks can use that as misdirection. Let's see if that will indicate a lighter or more passing formation, as they want Osmus getting to the outside and things like that. So let's see if they try to throw a swing pass, as they'll take a timeout.
Timeout. Turns to Redondo Union.
So Seahawks will try to scheme up a play. Let's see if they choose to put the ball in their sophomore quarterback's hands or if they try to get out of his hands fast, whether with a run play, a screen, or a swing pass.
Well, you mentioned that play action, what Grow's been using for those run plays. This might be a good opportunity to actually go for a play action and maybe throw it to the corner of the end zone or somewhere down the field.
Yeah, I mean, we demonstrated that Grow can run, so it would be highly plausible that we might see some boot action, play action, where they try to get him on the outside, rolling while he throws, and a corner route to that side. So let's see if Grow, who has faked like he has play action the ball, actually play actions again. As I am Coven Mystery.
And I'm Edward Rientasso.
Seahawks with a critical third and goal here.
It's Harper lining up on the right side of the screen. Let's see if they'll go for him. Watch that one-on-one matchup there with Harper and Edwards.
Yeah, it looks like Bo Osmus is under center here. This is a trick play, but Bo Osmus will just take it as a wildcat. Trying to cut inside. He dives forward inside the 5, but it will be not enough for the touchdown. So let's see if we'll see Parker Blevins and crew for a field goal or if the Seahawks want 7 here.
Well, one of the options is always you want to get points after a drive, but when you have the record of 2-4 and you're trying to get things going, this may be a perfect time to get confidence on your offense and go for it, and it looks like they are going to stay on the field to
Seahawks are hungry for points. They'll stay in this wildcat formation with Osmus under center, Jarrell near him, as well as Herrera near him. Flag is thrown. It looks like a false start on the Seahawks will nullify that play.
Against Redondo Union. It's a 5-yard penalty.
So the Seahawks will be pushed back. That's not what coach was looking for, and the field goal team comes on.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a drive killer there. It seems someone forgot to line up on the correct spot as they were called for an illegal formation. So instead of trying to get the touchdown, they're just going to have to settle for 3 points here.
Yeah, the Seahawks have Parker Blevins back from injury, and so he's usually automatic, especially from this range. So this should be a surefire 3 for the Seahawks. Leading 7-0. Blevins puts it through the uprights, and that is 10-0 Seahawks with 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. So kind of a bittersweet ending for that drive for the Seahawks.
Well, if you're Redondo, I'm sure there's a little bit of frustration knowing they could have gotten 7 points, but that penalty really set them back. But they did get good points off the board, which is good news.
Something to note, I don't think we saw a single passing play that drive.
Yeah, we haven't seen much passing in the game so far. We wondered if they were going to give Brady Grow an opportunity to throw the ball, but so far the running game has actually been successful in the early going.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works for sure, but if Leinart is out for even longer, they definitely are going to need to pass at some point. And I personally want to see Brady Grow get some opportunities to show off that arm because the Seahawks will need that confidence. So 10-0 here for the Seahawks with 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Their defense gets an opportunity to make plays once more. Blevins to launch this one. Last two have gone for a touchback. Let's see if he makes it 3 for 3.
A little bit of a rotation switch on the return for the Saxons. Wonder if there may be some tricky play coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. As Blevins goes 3 for 3 as it goes through the hands of number 18 Dakota Trailer there. So the Seahawks defense will come back on the field looking to stymie Ethan Edwards and the Saxons offense.
Well, right now the Saxons offense is struggling. Seahawks defense coming in with pressure around the corners and blitzes. It'll be first down, 3:13 left in this first quarter. Let's see if the defense can get yet another stop here.
Yeah, and one of my favorite quotes from Remember the Titans, Seahawks are blitzing all night. So let's see if that continues. We've seen 2 key blitzes, and the Saxons have not really had an answer to that. So let's see if Coach Ellison decides to switch it up or if he'll keep with what has been working so far. But right now, the Saxons need a blitz killer right now.
In the backfield with number 1, Ethan Edwards.
Edwards motions Andrade, and he'll run down the left side. Gets past Herrera, and he tries to cut back before he is forced out of bounds.
Well, they try to go for the run on first down. Got a little bit of gain there by Edwards, so let's see if they're setting up for maybe a pass or a screen here on second down.
2nd and 3 right now. Yeah, when the running back motion, I thought for sure pass, but they're establishing that quarterback run right now.
But so far you notice how the defense on Redondo's side, they're closing that whole route away. They're not allowing any more positive yardage.
Seahawks showing blitz once more with one-on-one coverage being displayed on the outside. Seahawks will blitz once more, and against a shovel option, they will bring down Andrade as some flags are thrown. Let's see what they got, but notably there was Andrade's stiff arm, and the Seahawks fighting through it.
Yeah, and from up here, it looks like there's going to be a face mask called on Redondo. Edwards got his face mask down there. Instead of being third down, it might be a first down, depending on what they call. We saw 2 penalty markers come in as well.
So the penalty marker will be in favor of the Saxons. Not sure if I agree with that call, but that will move the sticks nonetheless.
First down, Saxons.
Seahawks still showing one-on-one coverage and stacking the box because they're saying, I dare you to throw the ball. I dare you to challenge our cornerbacks and put the ball in a risky position. So far, the Saxons haven't really taken the bait, but from the shotgun, they will hand the ball off once more. That's Andrade again, and he does not find much. Solid 3-yard pickup. That'll lead to 2nd and 7.
Yeah, you try to go through the hole on first down, but that door got closed right away, so it'll be second down. But this is a big game here for the Saxons. Most of the season so far, they played on the road. This is just their 3rd home game of the season.
Yeah, and the crowd over there, passionate fan base, but they haven't been given too much to cheer about this game as we got 1:30 on the first quarter. Dropping back to pass is Edwards. Edwards looking to stretch the field, defended nicely by number 2 there from the Seahawks. That was absolute clamps from Caden McRoyal.
McRoyal filling in for the injured Westbrook. Again, good job on that one-on-one. Broke up the pass, and now we got a third down here for Redondo defense.
Yeah, so Saxon's taking the bait to throw the ball and put it in a risky position for the first time that game. Didn't go for them. Good job by McRoyal having just enough contact without pass interference there. But good job. Absolutely no room for the ball to be dropped in. Looks like another obvious passing down situation as we have 3rd and 6 here. Saxon's still scoreless. They're looking to get something going here in this first quarter. Seahawks showing blitz, and they will blitz. They got Edwards quickly. That's a sack there. Looked like number 43 was in on it. That's Adrian Tremblay. Excellent job getting past that offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Another punt showing, and remember, that last punt was blocked.
Edwards, somehow, there's been confusion on the line. He did not know what he was going to do. Either he was going to pass it. Luckily, it wasn't a fumble, but the defense, again, with the pressure, denied him anywhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, that quarterback draw was the play call would have worked if they established the pass more, but the Seahawks were completely ready for it. They were straight rushing, and he ran right into some white jerseys.
It looks like the Saxons are bringing in an extra person to help with the situation on special teams.
Yeah, I mean, their last punt didn't look too good, so they're looking to block a little bit better than that one. The punt goes very short, however. Caught by number 33, Andre Simoes on the sideline. So that is the Seahawks taking over from prime formation, or prime positioning. They got the 45-yard line and in to work with. 24 seconds in this first quarter.
Well, the good news is the punt wasn't blocked, but the bad news was it didn't go far.
Yeah, I mean, for all effective purposes, that punt could have been blocked. Mistake there by the Saxons, and the Seahawks will look to make them pay. We'll see likely 1, but potentially 2 plays here in this first quarter as Grows under center. Excuse me, Grows from the shotgun. He'll hand the ball off to Osmus, who spins inwards. Tough move there from Osmus, and that one will be a solid pickup as the clock will run out here in this first quarter.
As we see the running game continues to work for Redondo as we come into the final seconds of this first quarter. Let's see if they're able to continue as we go into the second quarter coming up.
As we see another look at that spin move there by Osmus. That's a smooth move. You know, that is hours in practice mastering that move, and he just got right by that Saxons defensive lineman.
So if you're the Saxons, you do not want to go against him because he's coming with a fury after missing most of the season with the injuries.
Yeah, and you mentioned that if you're the Saxons, you got to make some adjustments because you're facing some tough players here from the Seahawks. So I think they have to employ similar strategy that the Seahawks are using. Seahawks are blitzing and daring the Saxons to throw it. We haven't seen the Seahawks throw the ball much or at all with their sophomore quarterback, Brady Grow. I think that the Saxons have to blitz and force him to throw the ball to one-on-one coverage.
Yeah, what the Saxons are doing, they're playing the defense, but they believe they're going for passes. But so far, we've seen nothing but runs in the first 12 minutes. So they're going to have to change their coverage, maybe bring more pressure to the line of scrimmage because so far they're getting beat up on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Saxons definitely need to blitz because right now they're not stopping Osmus. Different running back in right now for the Seahawks, but it's more of the same. They got to be able to stop that run. 12 minutes here, a fresh slate on the second quarter as we see Seahawks run and he breaks through. That's Christian Zeno who lowers a shoulder. That's a first down there from the Seahawks, but a purple flag is down. That looks like it will come back for holding.
Normally 9 times out of 10, they call the penalty from the backfield, and it is a holding, so this is going to back up 10 yards, negate that good run there by Zeno.
Yeah, so far that flag has been the Saxons MVP. They've gotten a lot of yards off of penalties here, or Seahawks have gotten a lot of yards taken back. Saxons need to make some plays on their own right now. They just got bailed out again off of a great run there by Christian Zeno and the Seahawks.
Yeah, and one of the issues with the Seahawks this season so far is we've seen good plays, but we're taken away with penalties, and that's something that they're going to have to work on if they want to continue moving the ball.
Yeah, we'll see from shotgun again. Let's see if they can get Christian Zeno to break through once more. But they got a heavier set with number 9, Brock Herrera, in at tight end. He does a good job blocking and opening up for that run game. So with Adrian Ortiz out, they like to have him at tight end and go for more running style plays. But this time, Groh will get to pass the ball. Waiting for Wonderly to shake open. The pass falls just short. Goes down on that throw, but that was a good concept, a dagger concept. They got a streaking wide receiver and a wide receiver on the out route to get rid of some zone coverage, and the Seahawks just couldn't connect there, but I like the play call.
Yeah, I agree too. Give him an opportunity to throw the ball, give Brady Groh confidence, get his confidence going. Even though that was an incomplete pass, it shows that he can throw the football, and we'll see on his third down if they'll let him throw the ball again.
Yeah, they are from the pistol formation this time with Zeno, but I expect a run here as it is. But it's 3rd and 15. No, play action, and he will throw the screen to Zeno. Zeno has all kinds of room. Zeno down the outside. He'll get tackled, but not after a while. Only by Steven Sarabia tracking him down does that save the Saxons from giving up another touchdown. But excellent play call there by Coach Keith Ellison. Springing Zeno, getting the ball in his hands with open space as we see that replay.
Yeah, again, a beautiful, beautiful play there by Redondo. The linemen know where to go, and you see Zeno taking off with his blockers. One of those dangerous backfields. Gets a first down.
That handoff will go to Osmus. Osmus fumbles the football. Osmus face-palming as he delivers a second fumble in 2 games. So that is the Saxons getting the ball back after a big play by the Seahawks. Osmus, rusty, this is only his 2nd game back, and that's his 2nd fumble. That is... got to feel for him. That is a rough play.
Oh, I agree with you. As we look at the replay, same thing happened last Friday.
We see Osmus on defense again. He is going to look to get back at it. Short memory, but that ball went popping out.
Yeah, what a hit that was on contact.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? It didn't look like a punch out. It looked like helmet on
like
ball.
The helmet went and bam, it went out. Knew they somehow got timed perfectly.
Seahawks showing one-on-one coverage again, looking to stymie the run as we see the shovel option. Herrera tracks him down with ease.
And I want to go back to last Friday after Bo Osmus fumbled last week. That's when Redondo started struggling a little bit. So now a perfect time for them to overcome it and continue playing the way they've been playing. And with him on defense, it'll be a good thing for him to get some of that frustration out from that fumble.
Yeah, you're getting ready to see Bo Osmus play with some anger, but Bo Osmus was an excellent ball carrier last season. I'm absolutely sure that he will get over these fumble troubles. As we see another handoff from the Saxons, that'll bring up 3rd and long as the Seahawks do a good job rallying to the ball.
And I want to go back to that fumble. Again, it happens when you miss portion of the season. It takes a while. It takes time for you to overcome your injury and to get back out there in contact. He'll get the fumble issues worked eventually. He just needs to be out there more, and this is a good thing for him. Get more playing time for him to overcome those issues.
Yeah, we see him at that safety position, but now the Seahawks look to defend what is likely a pass. Seeing press coverage from Horta at the bottom of your screen. Keep your eye on that matchup. As Edwards dropping back to pass. To the far side of your screen, Seahawks doing an excellent job on defense there. That's Caden McRoyal again. Looked like a carbon copy of the previous fade route thrown by the Saxons, but there is no separation to speak of.
And again, McRoyal on that one-on-one, and that's something that you and I are going to be watching more tonight. Again, he wins that 2nd round, and we'll see how many more rounds those two will go at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have my drawing tool that I do for some of the home games, but what I like to do is draw some of the separation. If we were in a home game, there would be nothing for me to draw on. There was absolutely no separation there on that route. It was just a white jersey on a blue jersey. The Seahawks look to get a punt block again. Punt is much better this time as the wind carries it. Osmus collects it, and he tries to cut inside as he lowers his shoulder, and that will get the Seahawks just past the 40-yard line to take over on this next drive. 9:55 to go here in this first half.
Well, Bo Osmond had an opportunity to catch a punt return, and hopefully he'll get a chance to get back out there and try to make up for that last fumble because they were going down the field until that happened. Let's see if they're able to go with the same plays or maybe give Brady Grohl an opportunity to throw more footballs. We haven't seen him throw much, I believe 1 or 2 passes, so we'll see if they'll change up on the playbook coming up on this possession.
Seahawks have established the run game so far, as the running back in is number 6, Jarrell Riley. Let's see if they will use that run game to set up the play action or set up more throws for Brady Grohl. As of now, though, they show a shotgun that they have run out of for much of this game.
Jarrell Riley, number 6 in the backfield for Redondo Union.
Snap goes, and Grohl will run. Looked like that was the play design was to hand the ball to Riley, but with Grohl fumbling the snap, he would just end up running himself. Nothing to do there. That would be 2nd and 12 here.
Oh, did you see that snap? That looked like a high snap we just saw.
Yeah, and that's really surprising, which says a lot about the Seahawks offensive line in that center position. They do a really good job snapping the ball. You don't see it often, but it's noticeable when it is there. That was a miscue there by the Seahawks. This handoff will go to Riley, and Riley looking to cut it back. He finds a hole. He will get the first down as he powers past the 50-yard line. Looked like it was a designed outside run. One-on-one blocking there. He just chose to go inside. The defender chose to go outside, and that led to him gaining the first down.
Yeah, that's correct. He's actually following his blocker there, and they're getting a good run there by Riley. And we haven't really seen much of him so far in the last few games, but it's good to see him out there on the run.
This handoff will go to him once more as he lowers the shoulder and really turns contact at the line of scrimmage into a 3-yard gain. Tough running there from Riley, and that will bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it shows with the injuries in the Seahawks so far this season, we're seeing them go really deep into the depth chart and having players step up. And this, again, a perfect opportunity. They even say it. Coaches will even say when the star player goes down, the next guy has to step up, and that's what we're seeing right now with these players covering for the injured starters.
Handoff goes to Riley once more, and he, lowering the shoulder, he will get it to another first down, it appears.
And that's how you take down the defense. The more you run the ball, that's 3 straight running plays by the Seahawks. Eventually, that defense is going to get worn out, and it's going to open up more opportunities for the blockers.
Yeah, and I imagine we'll see more than even 3 straight running plays. That is Coach Keith Ellison's game plan, and they have carried that out so far. As Riley gets a handoff again, he will work to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of hand push, a lot of hands going up in the air when you see the blockers. Shows how aggressively the Seahawks offense is so far tonight.
Yeah, I mean we mentioned earlier that this game is going to be a physical one. The Seahawks showing that with some stiff arming, but now one-on-one coverage as the Saxons continue to stack the box. You see Harper at the top of your screen. Let's see if they decide to take a shot. I know I would if I were the coach. Grohl will instead hand it off to Zeno. And Zeno will be taken down, though a flag is thrown. Flag thrown in the backfield, as you said earlier, Edward. 9 times out of 10, that's holding.
So far tonight, they've been able to overcome the penalties, but again, looks like there's going to be another penalty on Redondo that's going to set them back.
Yeah, I mean, with the Seahawks have a comfortable lead in this one, 10-0. They've had all the play so far, but you know that even if they're using this game as a way to build up habits, that's not one that Coach Keith Ellison wants to foster.
Well, now, if I was Coach Ellison, this may be a good time to throw the football.
Yeah, 2nd and long here.
Looks like they might go with that Wildcat formation.
Yeah, Osmus once more under center. He will hand the ball off to Zeno, and Zeno, pushing forwards, will have a minimal gain, if any.
Well, they try to go for that Wildcat formation play, but unfortunately the Saxons did not buy that. And as we see Grow come back in, mentioned now a perfect time to throw the football.
Yeah, parents near me are urging the Seahawks to throw the football as we see a few receivers check in. Osmus as well, with Zeno still in. Let's see if Osmus will take the wide receiver position.
Looks like he might. Looks like he's going to near the top of the screen.
Yeah, keep your eye on that. He was a strong receiver for the Seahawks last year. See if they get back to that. Looks like he has one-on-one coverage with number 5, Vincent Ailman.
Watch Harper.
Timeout is taken by the Seahawks, but I like that setup for the Seahawks.
Well, there must have been some sort of something saw on the defensive end there by Brady Grow. It forced Redondo to take a timeout. But let's see if they'll still keep the same formation or they might have to change it up here.
Yeah, play clock was a factor as well. It looked like it was headed down, and so the Seahawks will reset and come into this play with fresh minds. Right now, 10-0 Seahawks, just looking to widen the gap. We've got 6:14 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, anytime you have to use your timeouts because the play clock is coming down, it really frustrates the coach because those timeouts are usually saved in a 2-minute situation. So now they have one left. So I'm pretty sure they're talking on the huddle that, guys, we got to make sure we get this play out. Otherwise, we're going to get hit with a penalty. And we did see that a couple of weeks ago against the Oilers where a delay of game really hurt their chances to win in the late stages.
I'm curious to see whether this protection holds up for Grow in this passing situation. I expect to see a pass here, as the Seahawks do need to reestablish the pass. But I'm curious to see if they will be able to get Grow enough time to complete one.
I see 3 linemen on the Saxons defense, so they might go with a 3-4, or they might bring pressure on this play.
Yeah, I definitely expect to see some blitzing here to some point. But it does appear to be zone coverage at the moment. Let's see how the formation shifts.
It looks like we're seeing about 3-4 guys in the lineup and at the line of scrimmage.
False starts there from the Seahawks. Penalties are killer for them.
And that's something you don't want to see coming out of a timeout.
Yes, that is definitely, they were set for that play, but you saw a movement from a receiver jumping early. Then Grow wasn't ready to take that snap. All in all, just an ugly play for the Seahawks. Leads a third and even longer. And now, though they had some passing play drawn up, let's see if they will just choose to play it conservatively, hand the ball off, and punt the ball.
Well, it looks like the linemen didn't know the cadence count, so I'm pretty sure they're going to get an earful of that tomorrow in the film session.
Movement there from Blake Wonderly. He'll go to the top of your screen. Handoff will go to Zeno. Zeno's stiff arm is caught and he's shoved down at midfield, and that is where the Seahawks will punt the ball from.
Well, we did see the Seahawks offense move the ball, but unfortunately the story of that drive were the penalties, and now Redondo's going to have to kick the ball back to the Saxons. So you can say a blown opportunity to get some more points.
Yeah, the Seahawks got to mentally focus right now. They are just not on the same page, but they will get there. They got 5:45 to go here in this first half. The Seahawks will look to readjust as their defense will come on the field following this punt. Punt is away, almost blocked, but it does get off. High punt. We'll take a friendly bounce for the Seahawks. Let's see how far it rolls. Inside the 20, inside the 15, and that will come to a stop at about the 11-yard line. That's a great punt, Edward.
Yeah, talk about the weather right now. It is a little windy here at the stadium, and that might have something to do with that ball going back an extra 10 yards.
Yeah, it looks like the wind is going the other way, but that does a good job making sure that that is not a touchback, and the Seahawks do a nice job pinning the Saxons.
Now, if you're the Saxons offense, what would you call on this first play? Would you try to run it or maybe pass it?
I mean, we've seen the run game. The run game has minimal success, if any. I think that the Saxons have to find a way to get their quarterback comfortable throwing the ball, and that does not mean those streak routes every time, but that does mean some intermediate or short route that they can actually get a rhythm going. So let's see if they will approach that. For now, they hand the ball off once more. And that is stuffed there inside by the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Saxons offense hasn't really got a lot of first downs in this first half. I believe 2 of them came from penalties by the Seahawks, and I believe they converted one, and looks like we have an injured player on the field.
Yeah, and it looks more so to be a right leg injury. Never good to see, as the Seahawks will take the break. And so will the Saxons, looking to change the play call. I think they might draw up something creative here. I think they need a spark right now, and it might not be creative in terms of a flea flicker or anything like that, but they're going to look to get their quarterback moving, and I think they're going to look to get him throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah, we haven't really seen the offense get past the 50-yard line, so this will be a good opportunity for them to at least get past midfield, but they have to stay on the field. They've been actually there for just a few plays. 5 minutes and 5 left. They got to have something going before the half, because I believe the Seahawks will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yeah, the Seahawks do get the ball, so points definitely, obviously, on the radar for the Saxons, but they got some urgency with it. As the Saxon gets up, glad to see he's okay, and play will resume shortly. You're going to see that setup with the Seahawks. They got 4 on the defensive line. Then once they have those 4, they like to bring pressure additionally from the linebackers. But it looks like number 24, Tyler Sellis, who is listed as a linebacker, will start near that defensive line. So that would put 5 on the line. No, he'll back off again. So they'll start in that 4-3 once more, but let's see how many linebackers end up actually rushing the quarterback. Esparza and Sellis do, as we see, just like I predicted, quarterback rolling out. He completes a pass, and down the outside, that's a solid pickup there. Making a man miss is number 2, Cajol Mateo Juarez, who gets a solid pickup there.
And so far, that looks like that's been the biggest completion of the night so far for this Saxon offense. So they're going to have to do more digging on that playbook to try to get something going.
Yeah, Mateo Juarez with a solid pickup there. Good route there. They got him open, and enough time there for Edwards to complete that pass. Handoff goes, and through a hole is number 6, Jason Lewis, bringing up second down.
You see
second
Redondo
and about
with the
5 here.
Saw Redondo with the pressure, but again, looks like the Saxons offense are finding ways to counter that pressure that the defense is bringing to them.
Yeah, the Saxons in developing that arm, they do a good job opening up the run once more, but I think the Seahawks should invite the pass continuously and continue defending the run. As we get a timeout, something on the field, it looks like a ball. Yeah, ball was on the field, so the Seahawks look to reset. Showing blitz again are the Seahawks. Looks like Esparza will come on the rush. He will, as that is fumbled on the pitch option. The Seahawks look to get it. It looks like it is recovered by the Saxons. No, the Seahawks call and say that they have it. And it looked to be clearly in the possession of a white jersey. Let's see. And the Seahawks do get it.
Seahawks ball.
How about that? A key turnover by the defense. Again, the Saxons trying to do a pitch shovel pass, and looks like the receiver or the runner was not ready for that. It went past him.
Yeah, the shovel option just missed its mark, and 3:42 to go. The Seahawks have a prime time opportunity here to widen the gap. Let's see if they will just choose to power on the ground or if they choose to throw the ball. On the ground, they've had enough where they can advance the ball and score, but when things like penalties start to take them back, that's when they need to substantiate it with some passing. Grow will be under center with Jarrell Rayleigh in his backfield. The handoff will go to Rayleigh, and down the hole he gets about 4 on the pickup.
Talk about a key opportunity here for Redondo to get a touchdown. That would be a big confidence boost for this team. And again, turnovers can really help or kill a team. And we saw the Saxons' offense momentum get taken away with that turnover.
Yeah, Seahawks are playing bully ball right now. They just have the run going right down the throat of the Saxons. And the Saxons right now don't have much of an answer. So far, they're just sitting there and taking it. But right now, Seahawks doing a good job to establish the line of scrimmage. Handoff goes again, and pushing the pile are the Seahawks. Another pickup brings up 3rd and medium, and do you maybe see a throw here?
Well, with the yardage, they keep running the ball. So far as worked for them. They still have that gas pedal on that running game. If it's still working, I'd say keep running the ball, keep pushing it through their throats. We see the clock rolling down, 2 minutes and 36 and counting again. Opportunity to wear this defense down even more.
Yeah, Riley's had a jump to him this game. He's done a great job with all the touches he's gotten, and so let's see if it goes back to him, and it will. He cuts through, breaks a tackle, and he is down, but not after a solid pickup. Looks like that will be enough for a first down.
And that's what we see right now with the defense. We're seeing them getting tired a little bit. You're seeing the offense attacking them aggressively, and they're pushing back.
Yeah, now the leading scorer here for the Seahawks, Christian Zeno, leading scorer on the season for them, checks in at running back. He is a power back, and you can hear the sigh of every linebacker who has to try to tackle him now.
Christian Zeno, number 15 in the
Handoff
backfield.
will go to him.
Handoff to Zeno.
Pushing through, he is brought down. Looks like around the 10-yard line. No, just shy of the 10-yard line. They'll have him down at the 12-yard line as they got $1:40 to go here in this first half. Seahawks looking to chew clock, give it no chance for the Saxons to score and get points themselves.
Yeah, and that'll be interesting for them to see if they'll try to run this clock as quickly or closely as they can near the end, or try to get a quick score.
High snap, and it gets to Zeno again. Zeno cutting through, but we see another penalty marker on the field. He stopped just shy of, or just past the 10-yard line, but flag in the backfield. You said 9 times out of 10. This is what, 4?
Holding.
Still got 5 more holdings to go before we'll see a change in calls.
That's not going to make Coach Ellison happy at all either.
Yeah, it might make me happy, though, if I see a passing play. Let's see Osmus back on the field. Let's see if the Seahawks choose to change it up or stick with what's been working, which is the run game. It is a repeat of 2nd down because of that 10-yard penalty.
Well, we saw them successfully complete a screen pass earlier. It could be a perfect opportunity, and looks like Grow is lining up as looks like Harper lining up there on the right side.
Yeah, on that far side, our first true look at Osmus on the wide receiver position. Could we see a fade to him? As Grow will take the snap. Dropping back to pass. We will see a fade to Osmus. Osmus over his defender. It's nicely defended there. That's number 5, Vincent Ailman, who makes a play on that football. I like the play call. I like the look. Ball was thrown altogether pretty well, but a nice defensive swat on the ball. And that is player versus player football.
And Grow knew where he was going to because Bo Osmus is listed at 6 feet, and then the defender going against him, Vincent Alleman, number 5, listed at 5'8". So there was an advantage there, and perfect play calling there by the Seahawks.
Yeah, it was a pre-snap read. They identified they have one-on-one coverage Osmus, a playmaker on that wide receiver spot, just couldn't come down with the grab. Let's get another chance here on 3rd and 20. Dropping back to pass. Scroll once more. He gets it inside to Wonderly. Wonderly will have that catch. Look, it'll get him to the 15-yard line. Solid pickup there. Grode gets the completion, but that will bring up 4th down. Let's see if we see a pass here or if we see the kicking crew come on.
Well,
Grode looking back at Coach Ellison, and it looks like he will get the opportunity to make this play. So 25 seconds to go here in this half. 4th down here for the Seahawks. Whether they get points this half all comes down to this play, and we'll likely see the Seahawks' final timeout before this play is
make sure you
off.
stay in your seats for the halftime festivities.
12 seconds to go, and we get the timeout. So the Seahawks up 10-0, look to widen the gap. We will see.
Redondo Union.
Looks like an offensive play here.
Well, that last play we saw by Brady Grow, just a quick 3-step pass slant to Wonderly, got some of that yardage back from that penalty, but it will be an interesting call here to see if they'll go for it on 4th or just kick a field goal. But with the stats compared to what we see so far in this game, Redondo should be up more with the point scores. But again, penalties is what's really been hurting their drives, and we saw right here a possible field goal, or it might go for it.
Looks like the field goal crew is on, as you see Blevins looking to kick. But going back to what you said earlier about that slant route, at the high school level of football, you often see go routes and you often see curl routes. Nice to see mixed in different route there, as you saw that one had success. That one obviously was on 3rd and long and didn't contribute too much to help the Seahawks get that score, but you would like to see that on 1st or 2nd down, especially in a closer game for the Seahawks.
Yeah, and I think that was just for Redondo just to get closer to where they're going to kick this field goal attempt.
Yep, as we see Blevins line it up. His first game back, he's an automatic so far. This one a farther one, as a timeout is taken by the Saxons to ice the kicker.
Charge to Saxon.
That gives them an opportunity to rethink. I'll be very surprised if they decide to bring the offense back out there and take one shot for the end zone, especially with 12 seconds left.
Yeah, no, the coach has made his decision already. That's why he called the timeout. All this means is just some additional pressure on Blevins. You like the call from the Saxon standpoint. Really a no-brainer to ice kicker there, as we got 12 seconds here in the first half. Seahawks looking to make it a 13-0 game.
I'm sure they're going to be talking at the half about these penalties that's really been killing their drives. So far, they've been able to overcome it as we see the field goal attempt team coming back out. But again, sometimes those blown opportunities can prevent you from scoring touchdown. And we thought we almost saw a touchdown on this drive, but they'll get 3 points out of this kick attempt.
So Blevins takes 3 steps back.
32-yard.
2 shuffles to the side.
Parker Blevins.
Sizing them up. High snap, but Blevins puts it through. Excellent kick there by Blevins. Just narrowly avoiding the block, and the Seahawks do get that kick to make the lead 13. As we're going to take another look at that field goal. That's impressive range at this level of football. Good work by Blevins there.
Yeah, it looks like the defense almost got a block there, but luckily they got the kickoff in time and 3 more points on the board.
Parker Blevins, number 13.
So displaying the accuracy on that last one, Blevins will display the power here. Looking to kick another touchback.
Number 2, Paul Matele Juarez. Number 18, Dakota Trailer. And number 24, say number 2.
Matyle Juarez and 2 other Saxons back to receive this kick. Let's see if Blevins can go 4 for 4 on touchbacks, if I'm counting correctly. Kickoff is away. This one's a shorter kick. It'll take a bounce around the 20 and be received there by Matele Juarez. Cutting back and forth, he will be brought down backwards. Excellent special teams there by the Seahawks. And with 1 second to go in the half, we'll see
Lucien Iglesias.
very little here. We'll see likely a knee, and we'll get halftime. 13-0 for the Seahawks. Dominant half, but they know that they can do better, especially with all the penalties.
Yeah, that's correct. We did see their running game be so dominant in the first half, which is the reason why they're up 13 points. But I'm pretty sure they'll be discussing those missed opportunities for more points in the locker room.
From the shotgun, quarterback takes a knee. And the first half comes to a close. 13-0, the visiting Seahawks at 2-4 are leading the 4-2 Saxons. The Seahawks are looking good, Edward.
Yeah, they're playing good. We've been on the road a few times this season. We have seen the Seahawks play good football. But again, really sending a message against the Saxons team, who's barely been at home this season. This is just their third home game. They're 3-1 on the road. So the home field advantage is not really looking good for the Saxons right now.
Yeah, so stay tuned for the second half here from Redondo Sports. But Seahawks are doing everything that they've been looking for in this game. So stay on the live stream, and we will be back for second half action.
no texting, don't you tell them you with me when they be asking where you at. I can't read your mind, gotta say that. Should I take your love, should I take that? Got a whole lot of options, cause you know a girl's poppin'. I'm a high girl, so you know when shit is stoppin'. Girl, it is what it is, this some fast start. She a big gold freak, it's a must that I hit. It's a hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit. Know she got it lit. Hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit. Know she got it lit.
This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love. This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love.
Fresh like, Impala, chrome hydraulics, 808 drums, you don't want none. Better run when beef is on. I pop that trunk. Come get some pistol grip pump. Give me 6 inches on them white air ones. This red rum, ready here come Compton. Good family, selling that skunk. One hand on my. I was selling. The Master P was saying, buck past the. It's G unit, girls just wanna have fun. Coke and rum, got green on the tongue. I'm banging with my hand up a dress like, I make it come, purple haze in my lungs. Whole gang in the front, case a wanna stun.
I put Lamborghini doors on that Escalade. Low pro solo, look like I'm riding on planes. In 1 year, man, you know I'm so great. I have a straight chick in the telly going both ways. Touch me, tease me, kiss me, please me. I give it to you just how you like it, girl. You're now rocking with the best. That thing on my hip, Teflon on my chest. They say I'm no good, cause I'm so hood. Rich folks do not want me around. Cause it might pop off, and when it pop off, somebody gon' get laid the f*** out. They call me new money, say I have no class. I'm from the bottom, I came up too fast. The hell if I care, I'm just here to get my cash. They bougie, I'm hood, they kiss my ass. This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love. This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do.
Top down, chrome spinning. You see the boss grinning. I'm loving these women. I let 2 get in. She tried to let the rest fit in. I'm like, no, love, that's forbidden. I ain't for squishing. That's a problem to the will well. Trust, I know them 20s real well. Now we coasting. Me 2 chicks and toasting. I turn up the volume, watch the bass get them open. Soft spoken with a wild side. I love them in the ride. They love it in the ride. Soft spoken with a wild side. I love them in the ride. They love it in the ride. Soft spoken with a wild side. I love them in the ride. They love it in the ride. We was moving bodies before we hit the party. Before the DJ started cutting. Cinderella, you girls from nothing to something. Hit the parking lot, hear the club system thumping. Lose the face. You twos was great, but it's to the VIP. I got new moves to make.
When the last time you heard it like this? Smoke some, drink some, get ripped. It make the girls in the party just strip. Only if you know you live. From the club to the parking lot. How many chicks can you get in there?
Unstoppable Dynasty, Young Hova.
I'm a hustler, baby.
Hustler.
I just want you to know.
Let you know.
It ain't where I've been. But where I'm about to go.
Top of the world.
Now I just wanna love you.
Just wanna love
But
you.
be who I am.
Know you love me.
And with all this cash.
More money, more
You'll
problems.
forget your man. Now give it to me.
Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
But don't bullshit me.
Come on, give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
When the Remy's in the system, ain't no telling when I fuck 'em, will I diss 'em. That's what they be yelling. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. Y'all be chasing, I replace them, huh? Drunk on Chris, money on E. Can't keep a little model hands off me. Both in the club, singing off key, and I wish I never met her. It gets better, ordered another round. It's about to go down. Got 6 model chicks, 6 bottles of Chris, 4 velvet ass, got everywhere. What do you say? Me, you, and your Chloe glasses. Go somewhere private where we can discuss fashion, like Prada blouse, Gucci bra, okay, Filth Mart jeans. Take that off.
Give it to me.
Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
But don't bullshit me.
Come on, give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
Give it to me.
Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
But don't bullshit me.
Mama, give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
She's so expensive, okay. She's so expensive, okay. Demons of the Benzies, okay. Diamond tennis necklace, okay. Lambo or the double R truck, yeah, yeah. She gon' let a superstar, yeah, yeah. She's so expensive, okay. She's so expensive, okay. She got expensive taste, hey. She got a slim, thick waist, hey. Girl, it's not your face, it's your, girl, it's not your, it's your face, hey. Your girl in the nosebleeds, my girl in the courtside floor seats. Your girl afforded me, I'ma take my girl to Dior this week. All my women slim, thick, and athletic. She ain't my girl if she ain't got a pedic. All my women gotta fit my aesthetic. She ain't your girl, she right here in my section. She's so expensive, okay. She's so expensive, okay. Demons of the Benzies, okay. Diamond tennis necklace, okay. Lambo or the double R truck, yeah, yeah. She gon' let a superstar, yeah, yeah. She's so expensive, okay. She's so expensive.
Put your panties to the side. I'ma make you feel alright. Cause I'ma give you what you need, yeah. Mommy, you remind me of something, but I don't know what it is. You remind me of something, you gotta show me. Alright. You remind me of something, I don't know what it is right now. You remind me of something, you gotta show me.
On the real, no lie. I don't know what it is, but you're just my type. Everything just right. B said, put it to the left, don't listen to the hype, though. Got a cup in your hand, baby sitting, but you ain't got no kiss. We ain't leaving till it ain't no more left. Can't see no time on the Rolex. I can tell you a freak gon' show it. Looking for the after party with a dough at. Dough on the flow like a dough man. Baby, you know where to throw that. I said,
Mommy, you remind me of something. You remind me. I don't know what it is. You remind me of something. You gotta show me. Alright. You remind me of something. I don't know what it is right now. You remind me of something. You gotta show me. Baby, you know what it is.
on the real, can't lie, me, just my type.
Hands in the air looking for a big fight.
On the real, can't lie, me, just my type. So tell me what your name is. I don't really care who you came with. Unless you got a couple friends look like you. My bad if my ex try to fight you. Roll up soon as I roll in. Security better get with the program. Too deep, ain't nowhere to stand. So ain't nowhere to land. You remind me of something missing, missus. You got my full attention. Listen, let go of the tension. If I get a minute, I'll put your bad in detention.
Put your panties to the side. I'ma make you feel alright. Cause I'ma give you what you need, yeah. Mommy, you remind me of something. You remind me. I don't know what it is. You remind me of something. You gotta show
DJ B. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Like a red nose. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Like a red nose. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Wow. Like a red nose. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Like a red nose. Okay. That booty talking to me, what that shit say? Shaking for the dojo, I'm a sensei. When she wobble on my song on replay, almost got her a house up off Kingsway. I told her shake it like a red nose pit bull, and I'ma keep throwing money to your bank full. Cake, birthday suit. Man, I let her I'ma forget your A song. Wow, okay, now let's do it my way. If she don't go crazy, then she walking on the highway. And if she don't believe me, tell that bitch just try me. Bet you she be shaking from the club back to my place. Wow, when it's money on me. Take it from a G. All she tryna do is get naked. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Like a red nose. And she gon' that's why she headed to the cockpit. Black money sage, 40, I'm a winner. I just play them like a game, whole press enter. I'm hella raw, listen to the way I did her. I was in her and her nigga was there making dinner. All this money start moving and I'ma throw it. She choosing, I got her looking, you losing, okay. Black money, we take 'em, hit it and quit it. We shake 'em, and if she like me, it's Nathan, okay. Party hard with no party fouls. Couple girls in the back with some party mouths. Keep it back in, then turn the party out. Shake it like a red nose, I'ma let 'em out. Wow. When it's money on me,
take it from a G. All she tryna do is get naked. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Like a red nose. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Like a red nose. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Like a red nose. And she gon' shake it like a red nose. Like a red nose.
Now count it 5, 10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, get the money, throw it in the furnace. Yeah, this shall be funny. Earn it just to burn it. Swag dripping from me. That's what I do with money. Got money up the air. Call it toilet paper. Yeah, flush with cash. Girl, nice, but is it up for grabs? Just wanna touch your arms. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, I made a grip. I know it's tough to grasp. Get the bag, call it potato chips. I stuff in duffel bags on some public transportation shit. Cause I will bust your arms. Fuck the chain, I'm off the trailer hitch. I got a bunch of swag. Now count it 5, 10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, get the money, throw it in the furnace. Yeah, this shall be funny. Earn it just to burn it. Swag dripping from me. Yeah, I'm a what? Yeah. My income is all that and then some. Girl, your man is an income poop, a symptom of a sim, cause you spend some loot to get some. As for me, I'm the Kim Jong-un of poop, son. Swag dripping, I'm in a pub. Went up to this chick who was so tipsy, we went to hug. Ended up tripping and picked her up. She yelled out, it's a birthday. She's 50 and in the club, then it comes on. That in the club song. She's a buzzsaw. We're going numbskull. I live on the edge. She's a jump off. Call her Cinderella. She loves both. Now count it 5, 10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, get the money, throw it in the furnace. Yeah, this shall be funny. Earn it just to burn it. Swag dripping from me. Attack like the Ripper. All over the track, doing laps like a stripper. Now, wow, look out, rap circles around, clowns around, sound. John Rambo's back and my ammo stacked. And I'm cocking raps, I'm on your head of the words. I'm stocking caps and I'm talking facts like office smacks. Never down, I'll be up like an insomniac. Girl, I got Rex, you got a wreck. How you got all that back and no body fat? I'm in awe with that, but I stopped the Pontiac at the laundromat that I saw you at. You almost had a heart attack when in the cardiac. You ran inside, told your boyfriend like I'll be back. But for all you know, I probably act like I'm Daniel Wozniak. I'm a psychopathic killer, I'm a caterpillar, with the botanica bananas you never heard. Better vernacular, come after your scapula for lack of a better word. Dracula, cause I'm attacking the rapper at the phrenic nurse. I'm a savage max with a dagger in the back of competitors. Predator and scavenger, I am a carnivore and a baller. You're at the dollar store, what the fuck you got a wallet for? Y'all are for, I was living in squalor, but not no more. Now I'm the one they holler for up like a dinosaur in a China store, bitch, I'm number 5. What? -4. Now count it 5, 10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, get the money, throw it in the furnace. Yeah, this shall be funny. Earn it just to burn it. Swag dripping from me. Yeah, I'm a yeah.
The parties was jumping, it was a long for everybody knew just what was on the beat. Young guns with the heat rock. Before I hit the club, hit the spot. It goes a 1, 2, 3, and just like King Midas, as I was told. Young C was on the block, 13 years old. I don't mean to brag, had the meanest bags. The supplies was my beef, I was bringing half. Took charge of the block, gave Ping the ad. Still bringing cash on the scene at last. Still gloves and masks as I proceed. Mac, hollow D. Your man acting crazy, roll with the kid. Play a panhandler pimpin', you already know what it is. They don't gotta notice the whips, I don't show them the wrist. They already know that I'm Chris, and they know that the stick to the script and don't last long. Hit them and I last long. I can't drive them scalpel. Send them in a cab home. You taking mad long. Get your bags gone. I ain't got a dime for you. Time for me pass on. It was a Friday night and the bass was pumping. The honeys was rocking, the parties was jumping. It was a long for everybody knew just what was on the beat. Young guns with the heat rock. Before I hit the club, hit the spot. It goes a 1, 2, 3, and back in effect, best. Show you how to clap with perfect when they actin' a mess. We from North Philly, free Petey cranking the rest. Max Southside, Owen Sparks back on the west. We the leaders of the new school. Heated cause my jewels school. Get my jewels crew. Every weekend it's a new crew. About to set the record straight. Soon as the record breaks, shit to it more to the store. Watch it levitate. Yeah, we never
never late. Early in the game, we brought pain. Yup, heavy spins up in every state. Yeah, you bound to hate. Ty lift the pound and quick. 760 pound escape. Put them all around your face. Common cool, walk in your place. Get every dime you got up out of your safe. Plus you getting more surrounded with bait. Before the law comes surrounding your place, my dogs get every pound of your cake.
It was a Friday night and the bass was pumping. The honeys was rocking, the parties was jumping. It was a long for everybody knew. Just was gonna be pop. Yo, I'm with the heat rock. Before I hit the club, hit the spot. It goes to 1, 2, 3, and
Okay, now I'm in the spot where I wanna be. Money spent, getting bent, chicks in front of me. Just the way I like it. Money's turning something. I got a seat up in the cut and I'm burning something. Fruities dance around and I'm feeling ones. Off the top of the stairs and I'm feeling buns. Plus some dolo at the table. I'm with this chick with the fat fatty and the ring up in the navel. Plus some dolo at the table. I'm with this. Plus some dolo at the table. I'm with this. Plus some dolo at the table. I'm with this chick with the fat fatty and the ring up in the navel. Dances around, she struts with the ball. Touches her toes so she can make her butt talk. Do what you gotta do. I ain't mad at you. Know a lot of famous women seen none as bad as you. You's a real bad girl, and nigga need that. Sipping on your Henny, asking where the weed at. Let me put you on to something. You f***ing with a big nigga, no frontin'. Yeah, so turn it around, let me see something. With me, for real, it's gonna be something. I'm talking lights, camera, action.
It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad, watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like what he on. This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby.
As we are a minute away from second half action right now. We got the Redondo Union Seahawks 2-4 taking on the 4-2 North Torrance Saxons. Redondo right now has looked good throughout the first half, Edward.
Yeah, that's very correct what you said. They have been very perfect when it comes to the running game, having Bo Osmonds out there running the ball. We saw that powerful run in the first quarter that put up the first score of the game, and then we've seen other players as Christian Zeno. We also saw Riley carry it a few times. Very impressed of how the offense has been with the blocking.
Yeah, they've really established that line of scrimmage both on defense and offense where they have set up runs and they've largely stifled the offense for the Saxons. So let's see how this second half goes, but we are about a minute away. Reminder, I'm Coven Mystery.
With Edward Rientasso.
Let's get to second half action. Seahawks will receive the ball.
This will be a perfect time to let Brady Grow call plays out there, throw the ball. We didn't see him throw the ball much in the first half. We saw the running game take part of what they wanted to do, and it looks like what they wanted to do, they've accomplished it so far. But one thing that really was concerning was the penalties. Penalties were really killing some of their drives, on drives where they should have had touchdowns instead of field goals. So let's see if they're able to overcome that and get a successful touchdown drive to start this third quarter.
Absolutely, but with Blevins back, they have an automatic from the field goal range. That's been a positive for the Seahawks. They will look to get 7 instead of 3 on many of their drives, as we see Zeno and Osmus back to return this kick. Both of those guys can make incredible plays with the ball. Another miscue we saw from the Seahawks outside of the penalties, and a Bo Osmus fumble earlier in the game, his second in as many games on the season. But overall, the Seahawks have, despite all this, dominated the game. Really has allowed zero counterplay from the Saxons, so they'll look to continue that here. 12 minutes, a fresh slate for this second half. 12 minutes in the third quarter, I should say. And we will get this second half right back to you. Looks like they're lining up for an onside kick. Interesting. No, that kick will be received with a fair catch from the Seahawks. Or Seahawks called for a fair catch. Guess the referees did not see it, but that was number 23, Santi Delatorre, who signals for that fair catch.
Yeah, it's very questionable there. He rolls his hand up football 2 times, but play still went on, so he decided to just run the ball and see what I can get.
Yeah, I mean, fair catch, just no risk being taken by the Seahawks, but referees did not see that one, so he just decided to play on and stumbled forwards for a few more yards before he was brought down.
Yeah, that is indeed an interesting scenario that we had just seen.
Looks like we will get the Wildcat to start. Looks like Osmus will be under center as they take it from that left hash, that far side hash. But Osmus will be the lone one under center. Gotta expect to see just a Wildcat run. We will get exactly that. Osmus down the outside, a stiff arm, a cutback. He's still on his feet, bowling over defenders. He's still on his feet. Crowd on their feet as well, applauding that Bo Osmus carry. Just an excellent rep from that Wildcat formation.
Yeah, Bo Osmus again using the Wildcat formation, running the ball with his size, looking like Tim Tebow out there on the field.
Yeah, you love that setup if you're Coach Keith Ellison. That is one where you can reliably just run the ball. You like the ball in his hands. Now we have him at the quarterback position with Zeno in the backfield. He'll hand it off to Zeno. Zeno will break free as well. Seahawks with that little 1-2 punch of Osmus and Zeno, and both of them with solid runs, getting them past the 50-yard line. It looks like they'll take over from the opponent's 42.
And they're doing exactly what they did in the first half, run the football, run it down their throats, and now they're on the other side of the 50.
Seahawks will just continue with that play that has been successful for them. Osmus with a fake handoff. He'll try to cut back, but he's wrapped up by the 40-yard line. Good tackling there by the Saxons as Osmus faked the handoff. Interesting to decide whether, do you think that was a QB wrap, like a designed run for the quarterback, but it looked more like a read option to me.
It was more like a read option from what we saw, but you notice at the end how tight he was holding that football. He already had one fumble loss in this half.
So it looks like he will be under center, but thought I saw Brady Groh checking in, but Brady Groh back to the sideline, and they will look for that Wildcat formation again. 2nd and 9 here. Osmus in the backfield. He might throw. He will throw, and that's completed. Seahawks get a completed pass there. That's Osmus. We have him listed as an athlete. He plays on defense, plays running back, wide receiver. Now check off another box. That's quarterback for him.
Oh, yeah, that's a dangerous situation right now if you're the Saxons defense. If you have Bo Osmus running your offense, chances are if you're a defender on that with the blue helmet, you're in big trouble.
So completed pass there for Osmus. And that will pick up a solid gain. So 3rd and short now. Osmus in the shotgun again. Do we see another maybe? No, he'll run this time. He'll just dive forwards, and he is down. Looks like a yard away from the line to gain.
Yeah, very, very interesting play calling here by Redondo Union this early in the 3rd quarter.
They will move it, but yeah, they're just, looks like they will run an entire drive with this personnel.
Yeah, it looks like Brady Groh is still on the sideline, so let's see if they're giving him maybe a little bit of a rest or giving him more of a seeing what to do when he goes out there again.
So Osmus from the shotgun on 1st and 10. The sticks did move. And that handoff goes to Zeno. Zeno with a strong cutback. Saw that acceleration 0 to 60 incredibly quickly as he went from the left side to the right side there.
Yeah, then you notice with Bo Osmus running the play, running the offense, it's very confusing for the Saxons because they don't know if he's going to run, pass, or anything.
As we see a replay of that last play. But now Osmus once again under center. Give goes to Zeno again. He spins forwards. Got another flag. Right now the Seahawks' worst enemy is that purple marker. Looks like it will be a hold.
Yeah, that's something we've seen in the first half. Penalties really killing drives by the Seahawks.
And if anyone is curious about why you see a lot of pink in wristbands and that flag, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as it is for a very good cause.
Indeed.
Seahawks will look to build the drive back. It is 2nd and 12. Seahawks still have that wildcat formation. Let's see if they decide to go to the air again, but the element of surprise is gone after that last Osmus completion.
I think the element of surprise is still with him out there on the offense.
Yeah, that's true. He does have options here. He looks like he'll run down that left side. Lead blocker, Zeno. Good block there, and he turns the corner. Solid pickup on that play. Gets near the 20-yard line. Not enough for a first down because of the penalty, but still a solid rep for Osmus there from that Wildcat, and it'll be 3rd and very short. Oh, it will be enough to move the chains.
Gotta credit Christian Zeno on that last play. Very good job for him staying with Osmus to open up the hole, keep the blocking, able to cut that corner, and get the yardage he needed for the first down as we see Brady Grow come back into the game.
Yeah, Osmus and Zeno pass the baton to Grow and Jarrell Riley, who will take over from this shotgun.
Handoff to Rayleigh to the right side. Picks up a couple yards on first down. Again, that last play, very, very surprising.
Someone's down. It looks like it might be Rayleigh.
We haven't really seen Rayleigh much so far in parts of the last few games, and it looks like he's the one that is injured right now on the field. And that's good to see him back up on his feet, walking under his own power, and he's jogging to the sidelines. The play will resume with 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, so we see Zeno check back in. Seahawks just asserting their will right now. Doing an excellent job. But we'll likely see, no matter who the halfback is in the backfield, we'll likely see that handoff as we have 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down from the pistol, 2 receivers out high. Seahawks will pass here. Grow down the middle, that's a touchdown! Grow's first passing touchdown of this game was completed. It looks like that was Harper on the catch. He ran that skinny post route, and it was a perfect pass by number 16 there.
Got to credit Brady Gross staying in the pocket. He really looked like Cole Leinert on that last play.
Yeah, as we see that on the replay, just an excellent pass down the middle. Separation there from the speed of Harper. Cornerbacks just don't look ready for the pass with the sheer amount of runs Seahawks have run. But Blevins will look to make this 20-0 as the kick is good. Blevins can't miss today, and it's 20-point lead here for the Seahawks, with the Saxons still chasing their first points of the game.
You got to credit Redondo's offense. They're not putting too much pressure on Brady Grow. He's got a lot of help when it comes to the plays and the execution of the plays. He hasn't done much in his game, but it's a good thing he's got that help out there, and everything that's been going well for Redondo tonight as shown with the score 20-0.
Blevins backs up almost into the sparkly glitter left over from the Hoko announcement at halftime, but he will kick this one off. Kick is away. It takes a hop, a skip, and a bounce before it's received there by the Saxons. Saxons have some room before they are tackled down. Good job by Seahawks special teams. As we take another look at that last play that results in the touchdown.
Again, credit Brady Grow staying in the pocket, going down the middle, and he saw Harper there. Just like Cole Liner will draw it up. Touchdown, 7 points for the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks are trying to get their offense more mechanical. They've done a good job in the second half from what we've seen. That looked like a drive where very little went wrong. So that's the Seahawks' goal for the rest of this game. It doesn't appear that the Saxons will contend to make this game competitive again. So Seahawks trying to get the little things down, and they did that on the last drive. Right now, though, Edwards cutting back. Edwards has a big run there, getting the first down and 10 more to boot.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of that from Edwards so far tonight, and like the longest run he made so far in this game.
Yeah, that might be the longest Saxons play in general, but North Torrance Saxons might have some momentum heading into the rest of this drive. Heavy hit there by Bo Osmus to number 11 there from the Saxons, or excuse me, number 7 there for the Saxons. That was Andrade who got chopped down. 7-on-7 violence there with Osmus getting the hit on Andrade.
Well, we talked about this earlier in the broadcast that this could be a physical game. The Seahawks still remembering that 36-29 loss last year in their home field. Looks like so far tonight they're returning the favor here on the Saxons homecoming night.
The ball looks like it is dropped there on the handoff. Seahawks looking for another takeaway. They argue that they got it, and they do. That's Mikey Ricardo who dived on that one. Ricardo gets a takeaway for his team, and the Saxons offense that had been hoping for some way to strike back, now with 6:30 to go here in this third quarter, has given the ball back to Brady Grow and company. And we'll see more ground and pound offense from the Seahawks.
Keep in mind, the Saxons offense hasn't passed the 50. They almost got close, but they were just about a yard short. But now the Seahawks with another opportunity, and even with 6:31, could possibly can seal this game with another touchdown.
Yeah, as we took another look at that fumble, that was very key play. There, that one was Zeno diving through. He'll get about 4 there, and that's all the Seahawks need. They're just trying to keep the clock rolling, keep dominating the line of scrimmage, and methodically advance up the field.
And that running game is taking its toll on that defense. The Saxons defense looking really tired out there, and this is the best spot for Redondo. Just keep running the ball, running out that clock. Eventually, they'll punch it in.
Yeah, up 20-0. They're just looking to do more of the same. As we see the snap taken by Grow. Grow will run this one, and Grow has room on the outside. Grow in a foot race right now. He will be shoved out of bounds near the 10-yard line, but Grow showing he can make plays too with his arm last drive and right there with his legs.
Doesn't matter who's running the ball. Anybody can run it on the Seahawks side. We're seeing it again even with the backup quarterback.
So Seahawks now not quite in first and goal, but it's very close to that. Let's see if they decide to just keep ground and pounding until the Saxons give up a touchdown. Grow will get the carry. They're looking to get him the touchdown. Stiff arm down the outside, and he is decked out of bounds. Hard hit there. That was number 17, Anthony McClass.
And it looked like Brady Grow looked like he was limping a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. He took a hard hit on the sideline.
Yeah, with Cole Leinart out, if Brady Grow cannot play and he does come out of the game, we'll likely see just a lot more of this Wildcat. Bo Osmus does a good job handling the ball, and we'll likely see them punch it in here. Seahawks' most important thing, number one priority, avoid penalties.
Well, avoid penalties, but make sure your backup quarterback leads this game in one piece.
Absolutely. Osmus will hand this one off to Zeno, and Zeno pushing will get to the 5-yard line to set up 3rd and 5. This is essentially 3rd and goal here.
I want to go back to that hit earlier by Groh. What a hit. We could actually hear it from up here from where we're at.
Yeah, you saw him get tossed there. Good job by him staying physical as a running quarterback and embracing the contact, but that one did not look pleasant.
You got to credit the Seahawks offense for not even starting anything, because that could have been easily led to a little bit of extra activity. As
Osmus commands his troops, he will get the carry, and he will punch it in for another touchdown. Bo Osmus will score once more, making the score 26-0. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this third quarter, and the Seahawks are heaping it on.
Saw the effects of the running game, how much it's taken its effect, and Bo Osmus finishing up the drive.
Yeah, I mean, it was a team effort to get them there. You saw Grow with the big run. That was one of the most notable, but Bo Osmus puts the exclamation on it. And here comes Blevins with the cherry on top. 27-0. The Seahawks are still adding to their lead. As we take another look at that touchdown, that was Osmus. He shifted Zeno to the right side, so he had a lead blocker. He designated that that was the side he had a better chance to run on, and that was a really good decision, as evidenced by the 6 that he got from that.
Yeah, and that's what makes him a good athlete. He knows where to go. He knows where to find a hole, and he punched it in, and he got more points for the Seahawks.
Levins' kick is away. It'll take a bounce and be fielded. Still on his feet is a Saxon who returned that, and a Seahawk is down. It looked like there was a hard pancake block. Number 29, Cash Leonard, looked like he footed that one. He was decked there on the block. He was blindsided by that one. But good job overall by the Seahawks. Special teams to still stop that last one. As we take another look at that, you can see him just get flattened.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned how hard this game's been hitting tonight. Both teams are going to be bruised up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, excellent job by him to walk it off. That's demonstration of a real football player to be able to take that, not stop the game. The Seahawks will look to put a stop to this next Saxons drive. Saxons still with a goose egg on the scoreboard, looking to change that. 2 running backs in the backfield as Edwards is back to pass. Edwards looking deep. Cannot find his man. He was working against Horta. That was Dakota Trailer who was trying to find separation. But Horta did a good job trailing the receiver to the point where the pass had to be perfect, and it just wasn't there for Edwards. And so we'll see 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I got to credit the defense on Redondo Union side playing the zone defense. But again, I haven't seen much success on the passing game from the Saxons tonight. I believe that's the 3rd or 4th time they went downfield and came up empty.
Yeah, that was actually, I'd say that's man coverage. That was Horta trailing his receiver. And we'll see that again here on this next play as Edwards looks to be dropping back to pass. But the Seahawks are blitzing. Free rusher there. The high pass goes nowhere, and that one falls incomplete. Also, might have gotten away with some illegal men downfield there for the Saxons as they were trying to set up a screen pass. But 0 time for Edwards to throw as Esparza timed it perfectly.
With all the commotion on the line of scrimmage, Lincoln Esparza picked the right time to get through everybody. He actually passed everyone and said, "Excuse me, I need that," and basically credit for the pressure.
This one will be whistled down, and it will be a false start on the Saxons.
I tell you, a lot of things have gone wrong for the Saxons tonight, and had that penalty. It shows the tough night they had so far.
Yeah, that breast cancer awareness flag has been doing its job advertising because it's been on the field so much. You can see it pretty often. But it's been raising awareness because there's been a lot of penalties on both sides. That's been an issue for both teams that the coaches will want to fix up because overall that's not what you want to see.
But you got to credit Redondo Union for overcoming the penalties on the last possession. They got a touchdown out of it. We mentioned how much those penalties have been kills for them on the drives.
So we'll see 3rd and long. One-on-one man coverage, it looks like, again for the Seahawks. Edwards is taken down. No, he's not. Stays on his feet, avoids a Ricardo sack. He will choose to run for this and somehow stays on his feet. He's still up. He will get taken down back to the original line of scrimmage from the 1st and 10. That is 4th and 10, but that is a sloppy play from the Seahawks that they don't normally make. Mikey Ricardo usually does a good job wrapping his quarterback that he's trying to tackle up, but we'll see a punt as we take another look at that replay.
I still don't know how he got away from that one. You got to credit Edwards for trying to make something happen, pulling a little bit of the Lamar Jackson running game, and he turned nothing to something, but unfortunately not enough for a first down.
Yeah, 1 is just a missed tackle. 2 is just 2 missed tackles. 3 is a coincidence, but that was 5, 6 missed tackles? That is an incredible amount as we see this punt does not get blocked, and it will roll to the 25-yard line.
The high snap crisis still continues on the Saxon special teams.
Yeah, you mentioned that. We've seen the snap rhythm get disrupted off in this game. That high snap as we have 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Seahawks done a much better job, but we have noticed a few issues like that for the Seahawks too. So obviously an important job for the offensive linemen. They often get overlooked, but having a good center is very important, and the Seahawks will look to get back to where they left off on that last drive.
Yeah, for the Saxons, you got to credit the pressure on the Seahawks defense for those high snaps, but I'm sure that's something that's going to get addressed in the film room tomorrow.
So Jaden Jett will snap this one. Handoff goes to Martinez, and Martinez is tripped up at the 25-yard line. Notable addition in the slot. Keep your eye out on Parker Blevins if the Seahawks do end up deciding to throw the football. Blevins, the kicker, has been automatic today. A key part in the Seahawks' success, but he is also a crafty slot receiver, as you might see. Martinez getting his first looks of the game. He's a sophomore. He has been solid for the Seahawks all year, been a go-to option in the run game, and he gets it once more. Cutting back into the pile, he will get about 2 on the carry, bring up 3rd and medium.
And you got to credit Martinez and Zeno. They actually took the front row of the running back position while Osmond was out most of the season. But with him back, you see about a 3 or a 4 running back rotation on offense for Redondo, which is pretty impressive how the way they've been running the ball here tonight. Very, very perfect execution, but you also have to credit those big guys on the front line for opening up the holes for them.
Yeah, so 3rd down here. The Seahawks might look to go to the passing game. Moving the receivers means the receivers matter for this play, so we will likely see a handoff, but that looks like an illegal shift as you see 2 Seahawks receivers moving over there at the same time. Can't do that in that manner, so Seahawks will get pushed back to a 3rd and 10 situation. hoping to see Brady Grove's arms. You see that stack of Wonderly and Harper at the bottom of your screen. That they'll look to confuse whichever defender is in charge of covering that and get one of them open. Wonderly's really crafty with those intermediate routes, and Harper can take the top off your defense super fast. So keep your eye out for that. Third and 10 here for the Seahawks. Another flag.
Looks like that might be a delayed game. Looks like they forgot to snap the ball.
Let's see what they do end up calling. They'll call a false start on the Seahawks. Motion on the offensive line. The Seahawks going to be running some sprints for this, you likely think.
Oh, at least it wasn't false start everybody but the center. We've heard that penalty before.
So let's see if the Seahawks will go with the same play call. Looks like they will with that same setup. Blitz shown from the Saxons. Brady Grove almost taken out, but the pass is a dot to Harper. Harper has one man to beat, and he's down at the 30-yard line. Grove somehow did not get strip sacked, but instead gave a perfect pass to Harper there, who, as mentioned, is an incredible vertical threat. As we take another look at that replay, somehow the Seahawks got an incredible play out of that. Looked like Grove was in trouble, but instead, perfect pass there.
Oh, but you got to give him credit, though. Brady Grove had stayed in the pocket like a pro, and he just threw it like a pro. Good play calling there, and again, Harper with the catch. Good job for him as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Seahawks got those 2 false start penalties, backed them up to 3rd and 15, but it did not matter. To 3rd and 15, how about 50 for you? So they got a huge gain on that play. Rocky Martinez down the middle. Doesn't find too much room there as he'll be taken down. About 40 seconds ago here in this third quarter, but the Seahawks are on the right side of the field looking to add on to their 27-0 lead.
Oh, we've been waiting for Grove to throw the pass, and he just threw the big, deep one just moments ago. I am still completely excited to see that play again.
Yeah, I mean, that play looked like, even if, it looked like I didn't expect him to get the pass off, much less get a perfect pass deep down the field. So 20 seconds ago here in this first quarter, let's see if we see another Brady Grove masterclass. But for now, Seahawks will have to run a play here in this half. He will throw the ball. Wonderly's beat his man. Grove finds him. Touchdown, Seahawks. Wonderly making a play once more. 33-0 Seahawks with 2 seconds left in this third quarter.
Did we just get an encore presentation of what we just saw?
Yeah, that was an incredible call and response. Grow to himself. He got that pass perfectly once more. Wonderly just cleanly dusted his defender right there. That's an all-around play for the Seahawks, showing why they deserve a 33-0 lead. 34 now as Blevins doesn't miss. So the Seahawks had momentum headed into last week. They ended up losing. If anyone was worried about the Seahawks not having confidence for the rest of the season, put those worries to bed, because the Seahawks are looking absolutely electric and they're playing with some swag right now.
You also got to credit the Seahawks, because even with the injuries, even though their starting quarterback is out tonight, they're playing like they have everybody back. You got to credit the coaching staff for getting this team ready for this week.
Yeah, I'm not in the huddle, but it looked like on that last drive, the coach's message was let the boys play, and that's what the Seahawks did.
You know, we mentioned that it was important for Brady Grove to get his confidence in his game. I say his confidence really boosted when the Seahawks jumped out to that early lead.
Now as Blevins kicks this one away, Seahawks will look to catch the Saxons. A flag is thrown as he is thrown down near the 20-yard line. North Torrance unable to advance that ball much. Let's see what the flag is for. What you predicting, Edward?
Well, normally when they throw the penalty marker, well, actually, it looks like there was a fumble, but normally when they throw the penalty marker in the middle of a return, somebody was holding, and it looks like it is, and it's going to back up the Saxons even back as we wrap up this third quarter.
Yeah, that definitely will back them up, and we will start the fourth quarter with the Saxons in very poor field position. But field position will be flipped as it happens in high school football. But it is 34-0. Seahawks have a lead, and they will try to keep that goose egg on the scoreboard. The Seahawks right now, in the sport I play, hockey, it's superstitious to call something a shutout, but they will try to keep the shutout.
That's one thing that makes a defensive coach happy is preventing the team from scoring and keeping the shutout. A shutout would be a very, very big thing here for this Redondo Union team.
So if North Torrance does score here, I sincerely apologize to all Redondo football players, coaches, and fans, because that would be on me. But with the Seahawks defense looking so good, I'm pretty confident that the Seahawks can get the stop.
Yeah, let's make sure the home crowd is not here, because otherwise they'll turn around and they'll look at us right now.
So the North Torrance offense back on the field. They are working from the 5-yard line, and with the blitzes that have been coming all night, they got to be worried about not backing up into their own end zone.
But one very important thing as we go into the fourth quarter for Redondo Union, they have to finish this game, make sure no one else gets hurt, so they have to be careful how they play with these last 12 minutes.
Running back comes to the backfield. Edwards will hand the ball off. Quickly, he is stifled there by the Seahawks. It looked like that was number 65, Connor Riley, who got to there. But that pushes them even farther back. So, see how much wiggle room they have here. It looks to be about 2 yards. Another play like that, and that's another 2 points to the Seahawks score. Flag is thrown. False start. Refs running a tight ship this game.
I tell you, we sure saw a lot of that purple-pink color penalty markers too much tonight, too many times.
Yeah, I mean, the Seahawks now just kind of have to push we have the distance of the goal line. So Seahawks have to push the Saxons back a yard to get the safety. So the Seahawks defense is now hungry for points. Seahawks defense hungrier than they've been in a while. They look to get the sack. As Edwards tries to get to the outside, he does give them some breathing room, and he will be down. Hard to tell when he goes out of bounds, but it's past the 15-yard line, enough to move the sticks. Good play made by Edwards. Risky because a sack there would be disastrous.
Yeah, credit Edwards again on the left side. That's where he's actually had his runs become very good, running through the left side, using his speed, and it's very surprising he picked up about more than 10 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that speed has been maybe the Saxons' offense's only bright spot so far this game. They'll look to see if they can get a throw here from him now. Off a 4-man rush, they throw the curl route. That's completed, and out of bounds near the 30 is a Saxon.
I tell you, if you're the Saxon, the one thing you want to do right now while you have the ball, get past the 50-yard line. They have not been much in Seahawk territory tonight. Been stuck on their own side of the 50.
Yeah, they're taking this one set of downs at a time. They're just trying to advance the ball, keep it alive, and just try to keep going. There's been a few receptions from Trailer as we saw that last one, but Saxon's looking to do more plays like that. Another empty backfield for the quarterback, but this time he'll have a running back come into the backfield. We will see more breast cancer awareness flags as that looks to be a false start. Offense will be pushed back once more.
with the Seahawks performance tonight. I know we're on the Seahawks side of the stadium, but over there where the Saxon fans, the students are, it's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, and in the student section, it's definitely not my eyes. It is definitely thinning out as this game becomes more and more lopsided. 34-0 at the moment, but they will try to take it from 1st and 15.
Yeah, they're going to have to improve more performance at home. As we mentioned, this is just their 3rd game, and if it stays the way it is, they're going to drop their home record to 1-2 this season.
Rolling right, Edwards looks like he will just run, and he has some space. Edwards will get out of bounds from a hit from Delatorre, but that was a solid pickup there from Edwards. Good job having his eyes up, scanning the field as receivers weren't open, but he found a pocket of space for himself.
Anytime you're a quarterback and you don't find anybody, you just got to get out of that pocket before you get the sack, and credit him for the run. And for the first time tonight, they're past the 50-yard line. They're now in Seahawk territory.
Exactly where they want to be right now. 10:50 to go in this game. Still plenty of time for the Saxons to try to get at least one score is what they're looking for. So far, their best and most productive drive they've had. Back to pass, down the outside, a pass is completed, and some room to run there as Lewis does an excellent job shaking free of his defender and picking up the first down.
Yeah, Sparza trying to make that tackle, but he missed, and it allowed the receiver to get more yardage.
And scrap what I said, it is not a first down. It is 2nd and short. I expect to see a shot here. We've seen the streak a few times that has fallen incomplete. I expect to see them with a similar look. Instead, they will hand the ball off, and Lewis, with a burst of speed, gets a first down easily and is down at the 30-yard line. It's looking more and more like I jinxed when saying the word shutout for the Seahawks.
Well, right now they're just taking it one step at a time, trying to at least get some score. We know the game's out of reach, but they do want to get at least into the end zone at least once, and they're actually working their way towards that goal.
Another shotgun snap here for Edwards. Let's see if he'll hand the ball off once more. No, he'll roll right. He might be looking to run this one. Buying time is Edwards, and he slips a tackle. How does he keep doing this? Edwards down the left side gets a throw off, and it's caught. Huge play there by Edwards down the far side, working all the way right and then all the way left, and then completed. As we'll take another look at that one.
We do have a penalty marker on the field as well. Let's see what they call.
Well, I'm hearing boos over there from the Saxon sideline, and the referee indicates what those boos tell me, which is that play is coming back.
Yeah, it just shows the type of night that the North Saxons have. A great play there by Edwards. Again, credit him for trying to turn nothing into something, find someone downfield, but unfortunately, this penalty is going to negate that great play and set the Saxons back.
Yeah, so, oh, wow, they just... Yeah, I mean, the in-stadium announcer said 10-yard penalty, but maybe 3 10-yard penalties. They're all the way back to midfield.
It's a personal foul. It's going to be an illegal block on the Saxons, and we saw that penalty marker come in, trying to find out where to go.
So, first down, and let's see, it looks to be 25 or 35. Pass looking deep. It is not picked off. Close to an interception there for the Seahawks. That was number 22, Nathan Horta, and it went in and out of his hands. He had the coverage down to a science there, perfect distance. He was right where the ball landed, but just somehow didn't get that pick.
And we did see some contact there near the end of the play. I was actually looking to see if they were going to throw a penalty marker, but we didn't see no marker, so it looks like it was clean, and they're getting ready for another second down play.
Yeah, I mean, on that play, when that ball was headed right towards the defender, that's when the roles reverse and the offensive receiver becomes the defensive player in that he has to get the ball to the ground. He's happy with that incompletion. As Edwards drops back and sets a screen. Another penalty marker down, as down the outside, Lewis looks for some room. He'll get a gain of about 10. Still not enough to get back to even the original line of scrimmage, but the penalty flag looks like it will be ineligible man downfield, and so that will come back too. Anything positive is instantly gone for the Saxons, as these flags bail me out for the jinxing I did using the word shutout.
Well, so far we're in good shape for that, but if you're the Saxons coaching staff, I don't know if you have anything left in your voice after all the yelling from all these penalties. Again, another great play by Lewis, again negated by another infraction on offense.
I'm getting word from our producers that I should not say the word shutout anymore, so that will be the last time. Seahawks looking to keep the score blank.
Wonder how much downs to go they have here. It looks like it's more than 30 yards. It looks like it's on the on their own 46-yard line.
So past the 50-yard line now. As 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. $35 yards to go here for the Saxons. Tall task ahead of them. They'll look to go deep, but Herrera is blocked, but the sack will come anyway. Excellent job by the Seahawks, and they get the sack. So fourth down brought up for the Saxons. 8:30 to go. Let's see if a punt team comes on or desperation time. They decide to heave one.
And that's actually the first sack of the game tonight. We didn't see a sack at all between these two teams in the first three quarters. And finally, the Seahawks get a sack on the stat board.
Yeah, but that was Nick Ricardo there on the sack. That was a huge play for the Seahawks. It started with the edge rusher, I believe it was Herrera, forcing the quarterback down into the pocket, and then the defensive lineman swallowed it up to finish the play.
And it looks like they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're staying on the field.
Yeah, I mean, they need a miracle right here. So 7:55 here in this fourth quarter, and he'll heave a pass. Pass is incomplete. Looks like Del Torre there on the coverage couldn't come up with that one. That was number 33, Andre Simoes there on the coverage. But usually a ball hawk, he couldn't get that one.
And Simmons trying to get the interception. It just went right through his hands. In any event, the ball will go back to Redondo Union with 7:46. And very interesting to see if they'll continue to run the ball or maybe pass it.
So, sorry, that was a repeat of third down. So this will be fourth down. So it'll now be fourth down and the punt team comes on. That makes more sense than what we originally thought, which was that was fourth down. Mistake with the downs. Another high snap. We've seen that a lot. Seahawks just chasing as he tries to get the punt away. He can't get it away. The ball is fumbled there, and it'll be, no matter who it's recovered by, the Seahawks offense will take over from inside the 15. Worst case scenario there for the punter. You hate to see that situation. There's really nothing you can do. That's a difficult punt to get off. The Seahawks offense will look to convert.
With that last play there, it just sums up the bad night it's been for the Saxons tonight. And then for the Seahawks, it just shows maybe like a climax to the night they've had. The perfect football they've played tonight on all three special teams, offense and defense.
And speaking of that defense, that set of downs started on the attacking 30-yard line, and it ended with the Seahawks attacking from the 12-yard line.
Yeah,
so
it felt like they gone back 70 yards in like the last three plays.
Brothers in for the Seahawks, Brogan and Parker Blevins at wide receiver. Let's see if they'll throw to one of them. The handoff will go to Doug Moore. He's wrapped up quickly for, looks like right back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
I'll tell you, if I'm handing out game balls, I'm going to hand game balls out to both offense, defense, and special teams because it was a great effort just how they came out from the get-go tonight.
Brady Groh done a good job managing this game and making key throws when he's needed to. Let's see if they will throw the ball here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Groh. He will hand it off. Looks like Moore again. Yeah, Moore slipping through. Takes a hard hit, but keeps going.
Let that ball came out.
He will be down after about 2, 3rd and 10 as Martinez comes back in.
Despite the score being one-sided, the hard hits keep continuing to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Physicality has been there in this game. It's been a hard battle this game with the Seahawks doing an excellent job staying on top of the physicality. But I expect to see another run here as the Seahawks look to just continue to chew clock. Ball is handed off and wrestled down as Martinez. Oh, outside of the play on the far side. Some wrestling going on. Ironically, one of the only plays that a flag is not called.
Yeah, if you're Redondo, you want to be careful because that just shows the frustration on the Saxon side tonight. It shows that Redondo came here on their homecoming night and they out-dominated them, and the last thing you need is to have like something unnecessary to happen. So you're Redondo, you may want to be careful there because again, these next 5:40 is important. You want to you want to get out of this game healthy, get on the bus, and get ready for the next game.
As we see the Seahawks looking to go for it on 4th down, surprising, but they will hand the ball off to Martinez, and Martinez dives forwards. It might not be enough for the 1st down, so let's see if that puts the defense back on the field.
Would you have called that on 4th down, or would you have kick a field goal?
I don't think I would have called that on 4th down. I think I would have kicked the field goal, especially with how good Blevins has been. But if you were to go for it, I would have thrown the ball. But the Seahawks elect to try to surprise the Saxons. But I can't imagine the decision on that call because the clock is stopped anyway. To choose to run the football instead of throw the football puzzles me. But it almost paid off. It was very close. Instead, maybe they're just chasing the defensive points, the safeties.
Well, the defense has played so well here tonight. They did get a pick. Now they want to get turnovers too, and they also want to get a safety. 2 fumble recoveries.
If you look, 45, Nick Ricardo in on that last sack. Let's see if he can make a play again. No one in the backfield here for the Saxons. That will change with Lewis motioning in. They'll pitch the ball out to him. Pursuit from the Seahawks, but Lewis gets down the outside, and he will go down after picking up the 1st down, it appears.
It's a very dangerous pitch play there, especially when you're in the back of your end zone.
Yeah, that goes to the wrong set of hands. That is disastrous there, but Saxons really playing with the chip on their shoulder, nothing to lose here, so they're going all out here. They choose to do a risky play even in their own end, and it works to give them breathing room. Now Edwards with space to drop back will scramble here. Getting through a hole, he's tackled after another 1st down pickup. 2 consecutive plays for the Saxons that are positive plays. They'll look to avoid penalties to derail this drive. This drive starting a lot like last drive before it petered out due to the penalty flags.
Yeah, it looks like that last play, Edwards was trying to throw it. I'm not sure if that was like a pump fake, but he just took off running and gets another 1st down for the Saxons.
Seahawks keeping that 4-man blitz, dropping back into zone coverage. You can see when the motion happens, no Seahawks are moving. As that handoff goes down the middle, and Lewis will dive forwards. Looks like he's got another 1st. This is a positive rushing attack for the Saxons here this drive. The Seahawks taking some of their starters out, and it's definitely affected the defense.
Yeah, it looks like this is something that they wanted to try tonight, but you again credit the defense for just stopping the big plays.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go here in this game, and the clock is continuing to wind. Saxon's looking for some points, any points, and the Seahawks looking to prevent that from happening. Pass on the outside is caught, but he's down. Number 11 from the Saxons got that catch. That was Hernandez, but he had a knee down and defenders on him instantly. It will be 2nd and 10.
So this is going to be a great bus ride home tonight for the Seahawks with a great victory on the road. Now they head back home, get ready for next Friday night. Hopefully they'll have some of their starters be back next Friday night.
Yeah, we got another 4-man rush here as the Seahawks play pretty conservatively. Let's see if Edwards will try to stretch the field with the pass here. Down the outside, that one is completed just barely. Number 17, Robbie Christensen, was a ball hawk there looking to attack that, but overall that one would end up being caught by Traylor, who's had a sneakily solid game with those curl routes on the outside. So tackle from Christensen, and 3rd down is brought up. 3rd down and 4 here with 3 minutes to go in the game. I expect to see a quarterback run here as he likes to use his legs. The Seahawks are giving him room, so he will just decide to throw the curl. 1st down is gained. And the clock will stop. It looks like he went out of bounds.
It's going to be the first shutout of the season for Redondo. They almost had a shutout a couple of weeks ago in Banning, but ended up giving up 6 points.
So empty for the quarterback again. Edwards looking for a play to make. He will scramble this time. A little inside, outside, and he'll get out of bounds. Good move there. Has the Seahawk down. That was shifty there from Edwards. Quiet pickup of 7 there on the carry.
Again, credit to Edwards. Continues to play hard, trying to get into the end zone. Time's running low, but still continues to play hard out there.
Yeah, with the way that they have been getting out of bounds, they'll have plenty of time if they can advance it into the end zone. Time is not a factor as they look for just some score.
Yeah, it looks like they still have their 3 timeouts as well.
Back from the shotgun, he'll throw the screen. Bypassing a defender are the Saxons, and he's got some room. That was Mateo Juarez who got that solid pickup. He did a good job getting outside of the defender, and he would get out of bounds too.
Yeah,
solid pickup in there.
Yeah, it was a good play right there.
Knocking on the door right now. They are looking for this touchdown or some points to put on the board to say, hey, at least we got this.
Yeah, they do want to get points on the board. Gives them a little bit of respect, helps them a little bit, knowing that they won't be shut out. But again, for Redondo, that shutout's in jeopardy.
Producer said not to say that word, Edward. As he drops back to pass, rolling left. Throw will go that way. Almost intercepted by Christensen. Seahawks have had the ball bounce off their hands a few times. And there's an old Madden commentator saying, which is, if he had hands, he'd be on offense. Usually the Seahawks defenders would come down with that, but Seahawks right now have not had hands on their defense.
Well, even as Madden would say, they used to have these stickums when they were on their gloves, so when they go for it, the ball would get stuck right there. It'll be easy catch for them.
Yeah, that's an elite reference. I remember them saying that, but as we continue here, 2:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is 2nd and 10. Saxon's looking to advance the ball. With a defender in his face, that ball is tipped away. Excellent defense by the Seahawks and number 30, Bryson Fowler, who we've seen as a kicker while Blevins was injured, now making his impact as a defensive back. Solid defense there. Brings up 3rd down.
And that's a very great play there by the defense. Again, if you cannot make the interception, at least tip it away so no one else catches it. That's very good eye and good play there by the defense.
third down. They got it from this right hash. Let's see if they try to spread the field from that left side. But the Seahawks giving a lot of cushion. They know that the Saxons are looking to go deep, so you might see another intermediate route and a use of fourth down. Dropping back to pass. They will try to get it all, and the out route connects for a completion. That one was number 11, Hernandez, once more moving the chains, and I'm a little worried that points are going to be scored here for the Saxons. They're definitely close.
That's going to be a first down. So again, may want to watch Edwards with his legs because he's been able to run the ball here tonight. Could be a perfect opportunity for him to run it in, or even maybe a quick pass.
From the shotgun now here, Edwards. On 1st and 10, we might see some run plays. They have that as an option again, but they will opt to pass the ball. The out route, miscommunication between him and his receiver Hernandez, and so that will fall incomplete.
Yeah, Hernandez turned around, and unfortunately the ball was not there, so either it was thrown an error or he may have ran the wrong route.
2:07 to go here in this game. It looked like that throw was meant to have more air, so he got more time to turn his head around and find the ball. But the throw didn't land his mark. Let's see if they'll go for another intermediate route. But right now the Seahawks are giving a lot of cushion, but there's not a lot of green grass behind the Seahawks because their heels are almost on the goal line. So Seahawks got to make sure that they can protect the intermediate and short routes as well as the touchdown routes. Back to pass is Edward. He's scrambling left. High throw down the outside falls incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 10.
Edwards trying to do what he usually does, is that roll out to the left and throws, but looks like he overthrew his intended receiver.
I've never liked that righty quarterback roll to the left. It's always just felt awkward for that throw. But on that one, he tried to give it a little bit of air, tried to get a little feel over a defender, ended up being an incomplete pass. He did that earlier, and it was almost intercepted, so that is something to watch out for. I doubt that the Saxons will go back to that. 2 minutes to go here, 34-0. The Seahawks still lead. They're looking to protect the goose egg on the scoreboard. Pass, screen to the outside. Saxons looking to get downhill. They are stopped short. Looks like that will bring 4th down, but just barely.
Interesting call. Will it be 3 points or go for the 7? And looks like they're going to stay on the field and go for that 7.
Playing with absolutely nothing to lose. There's no choice here. As easily they will choose to go for 7. So 4th down here. Seahawks looking to protect that goose egg on the scoreboard. Saxons looking for just a little bit of respect coming out of this game to get some points. 1:20 in the clock, rolling from the shotgun. Keep playing this game. Here's Edwards. Edwards will run it himself. Edwards on the outside. Turning the corner. Touchdown for the Saxons.
That was the play they were looking to run tonight, and finally they did it.
Touchdown for the Saxons. Maybe a little too late for the majority of their student section, which is largely bleachers now, but Saxons tack on 6 before the game ends. About a minute left in this game. They get their score. Extra point is good, and so the Saxons put the score to 7-34 as we take another look at that touchdown.
Yeah, again with Edwards rolling to his right, using his legs, finally turned the corner, and he gets into the end zone and gets the touchdown that they've been trying to get all night.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that prototype for that drive a few times, not quite with that passing success, but the thing that drive had that all the other drives were missing was they played a disciplined, were disciplined there. They didn't have the penalties that they had derailing all their other drives. When they got to the 30-yard line, they didn't get pushed all the way back to their own 15 with penalties. So That is something that the Saxons were able to do. But now the Seahawks will field this kick. Let's see if we'll see an onside kick. The Seahawks will field this kick and take a knee and end the game at 34-7. Kick is away. Fair catch signal for by the Seahawks. They dive on the football, and with 1:06 to go, Brady Grow will go out as a formality, and in victory formation, he will put an end to this football game. So Redondo looked incredible today, Edward.
Yeah, they sure did. They came out and played all three sides of the ball: offense, defense, special teams with some key plays, and then the running game. Running game will be credited for just everything that went well for them tonight.
Yeah, that's what they leaned on heavily. Now imagine that with Cole Leinart back in the offense, with Adrian Ortiz as an option. Imagine that defense that they put up, allowing 0 scores until the very end with Westbrook back at corner. The Seahawks are a scary team as they look to continue this success onwards with their season. Victory formation shown, and a knee is taken. We will get one more, and that will put an end to this football game.
And this will be a great opportunity for Redondo to pick up on this win as they go home for 2 back-to-back home games. An opportunity for them to also try to go over 500. This will bump them up to 3-4 on the season.
Yeah, they, as you mentioned, they have that opportunity to go up to 500. That's key. That's key just for symbolism. That's key for showing them that they can be a football team. But I'm sure they already know it. I'm sure you Redondo sports fans already know it, and the rest of the league will know it soon. But the Seahawks are a dangerous team as the final knee is taken, and the Seahawks will win this football game. 34-7, the final score, with the away Seahawks taking down the North Torrance Saxons.
And this was a important win here for Redondo Union because last Friday they dropped the first game of league play last Friday at home, and they came out here tonight on the road and got a big win and even up their league record at 1-1.
Yeah, so the Seahawks, as you mentioned, they do even up their league record. They'll look to even up their total record on the next play. The Seahawks even up their league record, and so now next week the Seahawks have Santa Monica, who they will play. They will look to even up their total record then, looking to advance to 4-4. But stay tuned because that one's on Redondo Sports too. Edward, what do you like to see from the Seahawks, and what do you think they can take into next week and improve?
Well, there's going to be a lot of questions going into this week's practice. Is Cole Leinart healthy enough to come back to play? Will Adrian Ortiz be back to play? Will Westbrook be back to play? They were out with a lot of key players tonight, but they came out here and they got the job done. Again, Bo Osmus was a big threat to the Saxons team last year. Tonight, he came here and proved why he's the best player on the Seahawks team.
So the Seahawks improve and they exit the field. Who surprised you the most, Edward?
I just think the entire Seahawks team really impressed us and surprised us the most, especially with the injuries that they're going through and then having Brady Grow be the starter. It really surprised me how they just came out here and they put this game away very early in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And that, to me, was signified by when Brady Grow started throwing, completing passes. And when he threw, it wasn't like intermediate throws. It was either they were running the ball the entire time, and then when they needed to, Brady Grow stepped up in a big way. Those, like, Brady Grow can make all these throws that are necessary of a high school level quarterback in this division.
And that's the one thing that was special about this victory. Everybody helped out, and they helped out in a big way to get
from the this well as I'm Covered Mystery.
And I'm Edward Rentasso.
Stay tuned for next week.
Monster on the beat, Debo, any rap. He a freak throw, man down, call like Amber Lambs. Tell him breathe, bro. Nella new to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni air? Trying to see Compton, the industry can hate me. Marlon, they mama, how many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some him. Pull on him, extort, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a ain't you tired? Tryna strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird, Lucas, and Bird. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some P-rest that's for bitchin'? You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this jumping. You to get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes or over your foe. The other option. Better straighten they posture. Got favorites all up in content. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. A caption won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He around get polished. Don't Wayne grow while he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here 69 God. Ay, freaky ass need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. Ay. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from North Side. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky, he a 59 God. Freaky, he a 59 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky, he a 59 God. Freaky, God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV-ho. OV. Say OV-ho. OV. Step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need a when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need ya.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent from Ironclad Digital Media. Redondo Sports would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.